morning, y'all. Afternoon to some. Good night to others. Or good evening. I got my bacon shirt on. I got my bacon shirt on. I got. Thank you, hot tomato. Yep. Bacon. Another reason that I know Jesus loves me, because He created one of the most tantalizing things on the planet. So I don't care what nobody say. There we go. Moving on. Hey, y'all. Hey. Did y'all sleep okay? I was knocked out. I put on some of that lavender cream, baby. I was dreaming like crazy. Dreaming about all kinds of stuff. It could have been my iPad, though. Good morning. I finished the third season of Evil. I finished it. Y'all, I'm getting a double chin. Y'all see it? That's crazy. Y'all. That's why my baby said my face is fat. That's why she said that. I need y'all to send an extra prayer out for my youngest daughter, please. The one y'all say is my twin. Can y'all, everybody send a prayer out for her today, please, and thank you. Thank you, Carrie. Oh, I went and got my glasses and then didn't put them on. Just crazy. So, y'all want to have some class? I was just thinking about you. And you in here. I was just thinking about her. And she in here. So, I'm going to try to go back and watch some of my classes. I looked at our class yesterday. And a little bit of it just now. And I'm grateful, y'all. I'm grateful for y'all. I'm grateful for what we do here. Like, it really makes me happy and it makes my days. You know? Thank you. I appreciate y'all. Just send one up for her. Ellie Belly. Oh, I brought none of my books with me today. You know, I'm okay. I'm okay. Thank you, Tom, for asking. I appreciate y'all. I've been trying to, I don't know if the word is decompress. So I haven't been getting on twice a day. I know we were supposed to turn up last night, y'all, but then I had a couple conversations, and I want to tell y'all something. And she said, tell the class, so I'm going to tell the class, okay? So my cousin said to me yesterday, tell the people that I did not have my armor on, and you pulled out your samurai sword on me. I'm gonna need you, and you cut me deep. She said, it's a cut I need, and I know I'm a heal. She said, but boy, I was not ready for that. So I didn't mean to. It was a, because remember I told y'all, sometimes there's things that I know I have to say to a person, but I don't be wanting people to feel like I'm always on their case. And she older than me. So I love her. You know what I mean? I don't be, well, that's my nigga. You know what I'm saying? And so there was a situation. And I had to tell her. And she said, "Cuzzy, that hurt." She was like, you cut me deep. That was a cut. Her mom came in and she was like, yeah, I just got slashed by the samurai sword and I didn't have my armor on. She was like, now I know I'm going to have to start praying before I call you. Oh, I love my cousin. She said, I'm going to have to start praying before I call you, boy. This one got no friends. This one I have no friends. This one I have any. Because I can't be around you and stuff is crazy. It's going to irk the hell out of me. And I'm going to quit talking to you. You'll see my face less and less or hear my voice less and less. If it's because some things, God, He just won't let me sit around it. And I'm okay with that. Anybody can get it. Kids, my mama. And can I be honest with y'all? It's not a... You said, well, I want and need that type of friendship until you get it. And I can see your business, what you do in your bedroom, all of it, your thoughts. until you get it. Everybody say that until I have to be in their life, in their business, and then they don't want it anymore. Then they start calling me crazy. Yeah, no. Wait till you see, if you experience it, then you can make give an account. But until I'm trying to tell you, because it's just like me with my godmother. I'm trying to tell y'all, everything that I did, she saw it, and I didn't like it. I mean, I needed it, but I didn't like it. You got it showing you what I do in my bedroom? In your sleep? No. So I used to have to pray, God, shield her eyes from this. And he said, nope, she gonna see like I see. Oh, God. Well, Mama, pray for me. If you had a dream, just pray for me, because that's... But once you start to understand that God sees every single thing that you do, no, I don't want to watch that, Aquila. Some stuff, listen, some stuff I'm not going to watch it. And that's something I don't want to watch. Like, I'm not okay, this is going to sound racist as hell. I don't really watch black TV. I know that sounds horrible, but I don't. I don't really watch black TV. Anything with a lot of black folks in it, I don't know. I ain't been able to get into it for over 20 years. I'll be honest with you. I ain't watched none of the rap. I can't. I just don't watch black TV, and that might sound horrible, but I just don't. It's not, it don't entice me. I don't, like, what's the other one with Jamie Foxx? Where he was the clone, Tyrone? I'm not going to watch it. Jay-Z produced that. That's another reason I'm not watching it. I don't either. My husband pulled my black card a long time ago. I'm trying to tell you. I mean, it's not that I don't like... Now, what's her name? The black lady that produces for, like, I don't know, Shonda Land, that lady, the Shonda Land lady. I'll watch her stuff only because, like, she does her research. It teaches me something. Like, most of her shows, like the one with the black chick in it, Olivia Pope. I can't think of her name. Whatever that show was called, Scandal. So, like, I stomach that one, but a lot of stuff I can't. It's too much for me. When it comes to, like, I don't be amazed or enthused or even intrigued by it. And that might sound horrible. And I'm not saying I just watch white TV either. But what I'm saying is I mainly watch documentaries. I just don't. If it's not teaching me nothing, I'm probably not going to watch it. That's it. I don't really do comedies because if it's not teaching me life lessons or anything, I won't watch it. You get about 5 minutes. Yeah. Right. Yep. So, and I've been like that since I was a kid. Grey's Anatomy, things like that. And even that was too much, because take all of this hookup crap out of here and just teach us the medicine. I was the little kid watching Doogie Howser, all of that. How to Get Away with Murder. Yep. Oh, I love that. You know what I mean? Because it taught you something. It teaches you. And they really be telling real stories that they just put it in a show. Law and Order. Yeah. Yeah, that's because yeah. The devil wrote that. What do you mean? Jay-Z produced that movie. He called himself God. What did you think was going to be in there? He literally calls himself God. Jehovah? No. Clarence, whatever that Clarence movie was. And I told y'all back then, I ain't watching that shit. I will not be watching it. No. Y'all, my face is fat. My daughter, I don't really care what other people say, but my kids know how to cut you to your heart. She said, your face round. I did not, because I had pulled my hair up in a ponytail. She said, And her fake day facial expressions is mine's. I would say so. They playing with God in that movie, and see, that's why I won't watch it. Kids can cut you to your heart. Yeah, I didn't watch it. I wasn't gonna watch it. Listen, some stuff he won't let me watch, and I'm grateful for that. It don't even intrigue me. You hear me? It don't. It don't. If it ain't teaching me, I live in the spiritual realm too much to be bothered with stupid. Can I say that? Girl, I do not care about this extra chin. I'm not doing none of that. This body is going to be how this body is going to be. I promise you, I'm not getting no surgeries to get rid of my menopause. I'm about to go through life. I'm about to go through life the way I'm going to go through it. I can't wear nails right now because my body is allergic to them. Whatever. I'm not, because I don't care about this outside like that. Now, it was a time, baby. Honey, I wasn't going nowhere without lashes. I didn't wear a lot of makeup, but it was certain things. I was going to have me some heels on. I don't care if I was running the store for a minute, honey. But now, I know people see me, heels be crusty and everything. I don't care. Because this outside ain't my most amazing thing. You hear me? Yeah, you can get all kind of stuff to stop your menopause and make it go away. I'm going to go through every stage of life. I like feeling every stage. I don't want to be 20. I'm not trying to look 20. I'm trying to look whatever. This what 44 look like for me. Now, 44 might look 22 to somebody else that want to go get work done. Hey, do your thing. I'm going to be who I'm going to be. Because it took me a long time to be okay with me. Because of all the people around me I'm the same way. I'm focused on God. Come on. This gonna go to the dirt. It's gonna be maggots in it, one way or another, or ashes. You hear me? Y'all ain't never ran into a beautiful, ugly person? How many beautiful, ugly people do we see every day? We see beautiful, ugly people every single day. This is beautiful. But what's on the inside of them is nasty, stinky, just gross. You said, I'm one. Well, let me tell you something about the Bible. The Bible says it ain't the outward appearance you need to pay attention to. No, not just a lot of celebrities, a lot of regular people. A lot of regular. Do y'all know what I was getting on my cousin for? This very thing. Well, I'm talking to y'all. She said I chopped her in her throat. I said, hey, you rude and nasty. And when you talk to people, you not nice. And I love you, but no, yes, you do. This is what you do. And I love my cousin. Her eyes just started to well up. And I don't like making people cry. I don't. But I had to tell her, hey, no, I done been on the phone with you. We used to be on the phone 8 hours a day. Absolutely not. Because, listen, you're rude. And how you talk to people is not nice. And if you ruin somebody else's day, you're not going to feel good. You know how there's some people, and I'm not saying her, but there's some people that get up, and if they can't get under somebody else's skin or make somebody else feel bad about themselves, they don't be happy for the whole day. Well, they don't realize that is heaping hot coals on their own head. When you do something to offend somebody and be rude and nasty, you ain't doing nothing but hurting yourself. And your body starts to break down because pay attention to when you think you done went off on somebody and you didn't cut them up and all of this. See, pay attention to if you get a headache, if you stub your toe, if you hurt your arm, if you wake up the next day and you got pain, you're like, oh, what happened? You hurt somebody else, so now you gonna hurt. You hurt someone else, and now you will hurt. You will feel every single thing. Why y'all think I just try to give out happiness and kind words and encouragement? Because that's all I want to get back. I don't want the rest of that. And don't. That's why I've been trying to like get offline, because this mess, it'll have you crazy and angry all the time. And I'm not going back to that. And overstimulated, so you can't think clearly. It's a lot of stuff that this internet brings. It brings knowledge, but it also brings a lot of chaos. And in that show, I'm not gonna tell it, but in that show, one thing that did stand out to me is they said that the internet rewires your brain. I believe it. Because after you've been on the internet for a long time, it's hard to sit down and read something because your mind won't slow down, because your mind is still trying to process all of those millions of images that you saw in that short amount of time when you was online. Evil, y'all. Same show I've been talking about for the last week. Evil. I'm not talking about this. I'm talking about scrolling. They specifically were talking about scrolling. And remember, I told you I did a study like on sleepless people and why they don't sleep, or restless people. And a lot of times it's because their mind is still trying to process all the images that they saw all day, because your brain has to slow down to be able to put those memories in places, those images. Well, look at how many images just flipping. Your mind read everything on that page. And another thing that they said in there, and I said, God dang it, they just be telling us the truth. I had just talked to somebody. She was like, I don't know why all of these pop-ups. I said, you hovered over there, but I didn't click on it. I said, if you stayed on it for longer than 30 seconds, that they know, right? Do y'all know what? Yesterday I was watching a show and it was further down, and that's exactly what the lady said. I said, what the hell? I just told somebody this yesterday. This is how they do it. If you hover over it, come on, congratulations, Pumpkin. Congratulations. That my husband was able to put a face to the diagnosis. Wait a minute, hold on. My husband was able to put a face to the diagnosis of bipolar. He was like, this show Evil is real truth. Uh-oh. I was up to 3 a.m. season 3. Girl. Queen. And I want to tell you, Auntie, I'm sorry. I've not been avoiding y'all, but that phone has been dead for like 2 weeks. Because y'all know I got 2. And I'll sit it under my pillow and forget about it. So do not kill me. Because y'all see how many devices I have to walk around with. And I have not been avoiding y'all. So if y'all text me or anything, I just plugged it back up. Don't kill me. I love y'all. I'm going to have to turn the light on. Not that it's raining and stuff. That's probably why this whole body been hurting. These are not the same lights, I think. Or is this white? Nope, it's just light. Okay, we're fine. Okay. Because like yesterday, I was supposed to get back on, but I was on the phone with my cousin. And, you know, my kids, I do a lot of counseling even when I'm not on here. I want y'all to know that I counsel a lot of people in my personal life. And that's why I be telling y'all sometimes I don't want to be on the phone. I don't want to be on the internet, because I don't just get to have regular conversations. Most times when I'm talking to a person, I'm teaching or I'm counseling or I'm whatever. So just regular, girl, let me tell you, I don't really get too many of them conversations. You know what I'm saying? And so now I just don't be wanting to be on the phone or nothing. I don't be wanting to do nothing. I just be wanting to be. That's it. That's all. Nothing extra. So, you welcome, Pumpkin. I love y'all. I love y'all. I love what I do. Don't ever get it. You know, I love what I do. Just, God knows. Feel like a nun up in this space. You know what I'm saying? He don't let you be around a lot of people. He don't let you, you know, my life has been separate. I'm in this world, but not of it. And that is a real statement. You said you always hit us in the throat, right? And I get tired of beating people up. It says bacon, another reason I know Jesus loves me. I'm done. I'm waiting for the fourth one now. Ooh, hold on, y'all. Whoa. All right. So I figured today, seeing as how we're reading about and studying, the nun reminds me of CERCA when she be getting us chopped throats. I was hoping so, cause that I'm her. We are one and the same in everything. When I walk into a room, that's exactly what I do. I'll be like, ooh, and the hair on my body stand up, so it's the demon in here. So could y'all imagine me as a kid? I was that lady as a child. It's a monster in there and it's scaring your kids. And I used to be like, okay, honey. Parents, I'll go over their house, wait till they get some, I'll find some, I'm 10. I'll find some oil in their cabinet. Baby, my grandma was a pastor. Honey, I'm about to anoint this house because I can't sleep in here. That's why I stopped going to like sleepovers and stuff when I was a kid, because baby, these demons is terrorizing me. I see them in the corner. I see, oh no, I can't go in nobody's house. Bad enough it's at my house. You hear me? Bad enough it's at my house. I really don't want to go spend a night at nobody else's house and fight y'all demons. And this is why CERCA used to pee in the bed. Your kids got bedwetting issues. Do not lie to them doctors. I mean, listen to them doctors lie to you and tell you that it's they bladder and all of that. No, it ain't. They scared. Your babies, thank you. Your baby's wet in the bed, it's spirits. I promise you. That or there's some abuse or something that they're not telling you about. Other than that, them kids should be knocked out. I'm trying to tell you. SA can start kids to wetting in the bed or spirits. Now, some kids do have a medical condition, but most times they don't. Most times it's a monster standing in the front of the door or that makes it. Because think about it. What do witches need? They need urine. They need blood. Body parts to do their spells. And those are things that spirits like to consume. Remember, they were the ones that started people to eating flesh and all of this. So when you think about them having kids pee on themselves, well, that's something that witches use and warlocks use the bodily fluids to do spells. So most times a spirit will have a person cutting themselves, which is blood, right? They'll have them eating vile things like bugs and different things like that. And I'm not saying everybody that eat bugs, but you know, dealt with that until I left one of my parents home. The day I left, it stopped. I'm trying to tell you, Nia. Mom, certain people's house, I will not sleep there. I don't give a damn how. I sleep in my car. Lock these doors, kids. Lay down, cause we not going in there. But my kids see stuff too, so that's the thing. My kids, they see just as much as I do. They feel, and I'm grateful that I did not teach them against their spiritual gifts. Because God tells us that there's another realm that we can't see, but you will be able to feel it. You'll be able to know it. Do y'all see how easily them spirits hop in and out of people? And how they be crouched on their shoulders, talking and waiting until... Y'all see how much demonic influence there is on our world? From last week, my grandson, who was 5 years, every day keeps on wetting himself at school. Check his teacher. Ask him about his teacher. Ask him about his teacher. Because some of them teachers be mean and they will not let them go, and they have control issues. A lot of people, they don't care if they're ruling over 5-year-olds. They have control issues. I had an issue with that. Check that teacher, honey. My daughter used to cut. Once I started praying over her and anointing my house and property, she stopped. High five, mama. Did y'all hear that? She said my daughter was a cutter. But once I started anointing my house and my property, she stopped. So do y'all understand why it makes sense that the devil don't want us watching these movies and they say, oh, it's a horror movie, it's scary. But in our reality, they be telling you what's going on in your house. Insidious? If I told y'all, if you got kids under 10, baby, you need to be and watch Insidious and Imaginary. Because they be telling you what's happening. And people like, oh, that's TV. Okay. Which the TV show coming up, popping up in your life. Did y'all see the pop-up books? I said this. Sometimes I be feeling like I'm Sam and Dean. Sometimes, and y'all remember in Supernatural when the prophet came and the prophet was really the one writing the books? Everything that they was living was the prophet's dreams that the prophet had wrote down a long time ago. A member in that show. You said I just did that episode. That's crazy. So you already know where. That's why you said yes so fast. Well, and I didn't know you was even watching it. So there's that. That's why. Oh, exactly. Now you see. Now you see what I be talking about. I don't let nobody in my life. Thank you. A sixth sense. Yep. Someone had to see something to make those movies. I've been trying to tell y'all. I've been seeing that. I said, y'all think they just come up with this in their mind? Even for that man to look like my ex, honey, and for him to be the artist that he is. And I told y'all the story about how this man drew the demon, and I showed y'all a picture of the demon in one of my classes because I still have the photo. Matter of fact, and he drew it while he was living. I said, well, draw what you saw then. And this was in 2010. Let me see if I can find that photo. See, I'm trying to tell you. I said, ooh, everything in that is my life. And I'd be like, well, maybe some people have been leaving me sometime. I have it printed out somewhere. First off, let me show y'all this. This is one of his drawings, and this is a tattoo I was going to get. Y'all see that? Now, mind you, this is 10 years, like, I don't know, a long time ago. But y'all see that? He drew this around the same time that he drew the, y'all see that? It's a dagger straight through the heart, and it says eternally connected to pain. This is the tattoo I was going to get. Okay? So he drew this. Y'all, and all in pen, mind you. All in pen. Cold artist. See if I can find this other one. The demon he drew. Scary as hell. I have it printed. I just don't know where it is. I think it's in one of these bags if I can't find it on here. Feel like We might be getting somewhere. Frick. I'm gonna have to look through these papers real quick. But anyway, this man drew this demon. And when I say it looked just like what was in that movie, I said, oh, he got an apple and everything. It's crazy. And this is what he saw in his dream. Where is that? Uh-oh, there it goes. Boom. Boom. Look, y'all. Y'all see that? This what this nigga saw. Remember I told you he went in the bathroom and flicked the light? And his eyes was black? Yeah. That's how I'm telling y'all these shows is real, because I live with a person. This is what he saw in his sleep, honey. This. Do you see that? Them claw things on the wings? And the snake whispering in the ear? Oh, yes, I don't deal with people that are not talented in more than one way, honey. You better be smart. Something. You gonna teach me something. And he don't watch anime or none of that. That was drawn in 2010. 2010 or 2011 when that was drawn. I know they see it. That's also the same person I told him I didn't see no white in his eyes either. Every time I looked at him, I would do like this. And he'd be like, you crazy. I said, there's no white in your eyes when I see your eyes. Everybody else could see white. I didn't see no white. All I saw was black. For a whole year, every time I looked in this man's face, there was no white in his eyes. And a year later, he's the one that told me I'm the father of lies. I know who that is, baby. The devil done hopped in your body, baby. A week or two after my baby done seen the devil. Please. I done seen the devil before. I told y'all, he came to my house in real life. And inhabited the man that I told y'all there was I was talking to y'all about yesterday, the private investigator. And a woman that had never been to my church, my house, that I went to church from 14 to 22. She had never been to my house, didn't know where I lived, nothing. And she called me and said, sister, the devil himself was in your house last night. Well, this is the thing. Nobody even knew he was there, because I had lied to my mama and lied to my cousin and told them both that the other one was coming to help me. Nobody even knew he was there. I did not even tell him that I lied to him. And when he got to my house and we was packing up my crib, we sitting on the couch. He's sitting on the long couch. I'm sitting on the short couch. And I'm got my legs across the short couch. He's on my big couch sitting like this. Like slunk down. You know how men sit and they just be like slunk down? He had a hat on. And I'm on the short couch, laid with my feet like laid out like this, talking. He ain't even supposed to be in my house. A lady prayed a ring of fire around my house in the spirit and everything. This the man that kept saying, I don't feel invited, I don't feel invited. I said, what are you talking about? Come in. He stepped in my house, smiled this crazy grin, and stepped the hell back out and said, thanks. Just like a damn vampire. Then right after that, he's sitting on, I was 21 years old. I'll never forget it. I had leather green couches. This was the window right here. I was living in Arizona. This is the window right here. It's the couch right here. The door is right there. On the back side of the door, you went up the stairs to go up to my 2 bedrooms that I had up there. Back in the back downstairs, it was the bathroom and the kitchen. This man set up without using his hands, y'all. When I tell you this man didn't even kill bugs, if he found like a little centipede or something, he would catch it and take it out. Never cussed me out. Never used no vain word, cussing towards me or nothing, profanity towards me or nothing. Sweetest person you'll ever meet. Y'all, this man was sitting in his chair and he was like this. He said, I should get my razor blades for you. I'm laid across my thing like this. And I hear him say that. I said, what did you say? He said, you heard me. I'm going to cut your face up. I'm going to get my razor blades for you. This is after he said, I don't feel invited in. We done been dating for over a year now, honey. And I'm telling you, everybody loves him. Everybody. Except for one of my brothers. My brother said, he's sweet. And I said, no, he's not. He said, yeah, he's sweet. I'm trying to tell you he's sweet. So, I didn't freeze. Because I've been in situations with a nigga trying to attack me before. So, I just was like, I said, God's not going to let you do nothing to me. He said, you lied. This nigga said you lied. I said, what are you talking about? He said, nobody even knows I'm here. Y'all, when I say my heart started beating through my chest, because I never told him nothing, and it was altogether the truth what he said. He said, nobody even knows I'm here. My kids was at my cousin's house across the street, and I had already had my phone at the house turned off because I was moving the next day and didn't lit. I said, okay. I think I had a cell phone, but I think I had to put minutes on it or cricket. I don't know what it was, but I couldn't call nobody because I done lied and said my mama gonna be. Listen. Y'all, do y'all know when this man set up, he did not use his hands, and he lifted his head up like this. I kid you not. I'll never forget this in my whole entire life. His head was down like this. And he was talking. When he was talking to me, he was talking to me like this. He would not raise his head. He had a hat on, so I couldn't see his eyes. Y'all, when that man raised his head up, he raised his head up like this. But he looked like this. I'm going to show y'all. He had his head. He said, nobody even knows I'm here. When I say his eyes was as red as the blood God from Blade, this red right here. This. It's making the hair on my body stand up right now. All I could say was Jesus. Because you in my house. We go. I said, well, come on. I need to go get some electricity. Because in Phoenix, you can buy electricity through SRP. You can buy electricity. So the light was, the thing started beeping. I'm like, oh my God, thank you, Jesus. So we had to leave out the house. It's still late. It's still late. Phoenix, if you ever been, well, back at this time, Phoenix, unless you was a certain area, it was like ghost town. And depending on where it was, you might be in a desert, riding on the highway or whatever. I'm like, oh my God. So I lived like middle west side. He lived like far out west kind of. And so we had to go to his house and pick up something, go somewhere else and pick up something, and then we had to go finish taking my stuff to the storage, y'all. This man had a blue Jeep Geo Tracker. So, because it's the car he used to like do his, private investigating stuff in. So, he goes in this house, and God tells me to reach under my seat. Because I kept having a vision of this man attacking me. And I'm like, I'm tripping. He said, reach under that seat. It's a crowbar under there. And put it under his seat. Move the crowbar and put it under his seat. Y'all, do y'all know this man came outside, got in the truck. I said something and he looked at me and he went and reached under my seat. I said, what are you looking for? He was like, oh, nothing. Something I thought I put under there. I was like, oh my God. I said, what was it? He said, nothing. It made me want to cry. If you're from Arizona, the next place we stopped at was Maryville Park, right where Maryville Hospital used to be. He said, let's walk. And I was so scared. He kept trying to put me on a tree like this. He'd never done that. He kept trying to pull my arms above my head and kiss me. And I'm like, because we was breaking up. I'm like, what are you doing? And all I kept hearing was, a man that is crucified on a tree is cursed or whatever. And I'm like, what? I'm 21. I wasn't on no drugs, didn't smoke, didn't drink, nothing. And all I was doing was praying like God, because I knew this was not him. It was him, but it wasn't him. Because God was getting ready to do a miraculous thing in my life. He was about to snatch me out of the sin I was in. My ministry was about to start, like, for real. So I didn't know what was, I didn't know what was happening. Listen. I don't play with the spiritual realm. Because when I say I've been fighting for my life since I was a kid, I told you I used to wake up and my mom used to be standing over my bed telling me I could have killed you in your sleep. I wake up 7 and she's standing over my bed like this with a knife. I could have killed you in your sleep. Hold on. Wait a minute. I didn't do nothing. And so now y'all understand why I deal with the spiritual realm, because I used to see eyes on top of my mama's face, on top of her eyes all the time. It was always another face sitting on top of her face. It was always another set of eyes looking at her eyes. So I've had to pay attention to the spiritual realm ever since I can remember. It's not a joke for me. It's not funny. It's not nothing, because it could have cost me my life if I didn't. People have tried to take my life, and I know it wasn't the person. It was the spirit in the person, because they never wanted me to do any of the things that I was going to do. There's a lot of people that have walked away from all types of lifestyles, y'all. I'm trying to tell y'all, since I was a kid, God took me into homes. I was 11, 12 years old, 13 years old, telling people, hey, nuh-uh, your kids is disobedient. You gonna not live long. I'm telling parents how to parent, and I don't even got kids. Do you understand? Telling them, one of my best friends, I told y'all she was stabbed to death at 14. I told this girl 9 months before she died, a disobedient child shortened their days. She was older than me, and she got stabbed to death. But she disrespected her mom crazy. I was only 14. It's plenty of people that God has told me to give them a warning, and they looked at me like, who is you? And exactly what God told me to tell them happened. Sometimes down to the day. And this is why I be scared to be around people, because I don't know what God is going to tell me. And so this is why I kind of keep people at a distance, because especially if I love you, I don't want nothing bad to happen, but I still got to do my job. With my own mother, I told her a long time ago, you toxic. And then there were some issues going on in her body, and they said she was toxic. I used to tell her heart was black, and she started having heart problems. It's not a game. Because sickness starts in the spirit first. And people don't believe that, but a disease is a dis-ease in your mind. Your mind. So that means that sickness starts in the spirit before it manifests in your body. And if you don't get rid of it, you'll stay sick. You'll stay tired. You'll stay depressed. You'll stay angry. You will stay, because the spirits are not going to let you go. They want that. They feed on anger and fear and confusion. That is their food. That's why they keep you depressed. They keep you in lust. They keep you in secret things. Because guess what? That means they are putting more and more clamps into your spirit and into your, come on, chaos, all of you. And now y'all see why at my house with my kids, we didn't walk around. I didn't let attitudes run through my house. Come on. What is it? What's going on? Because it's just going to grow and fester. It start with the kids, but then the parents are arguing. Then you calling people outside the house, and you arguing with the no. I said, this place right here is where our peace is. We don't bring nothing from outside inside. Nothing. We gonna have peace in here. We gonna talk about it. We ain't walking around slamming doors, acting crazy. Absolutely not. What's wrong? Talk about it right now. Because if it grows, it's gonna get worse, and it's gonna be more uncomfortable in this house, and ain't nobody gonna want to be here. This is why I had to divorce my husband, and I'm not speaking. That was my situation, because he brought chaos with him. And I told him, I said, you're full of chaos, honey. And no matter how much you try to hide it, once you've had peace, you know exactly what chaos looks like. Real peace. You ain't gonna let nobody interrupt. You be like, okay, I gotta go. I'm gonna talk to you later. Because I don't have a reason to feel anxious. I don't have a reason to be irritated. I don't have a reason to be depressed or sad or none of that. And I'm saying even before TikTok, y'all, I was not about to do it. I'm not. What is the issue so we can deal with it and get over this? You want to carry it for, I ain't going to forget it. Oh, well, you going to get away from me? I don't want to deal with nobody that's still holding on to what they did to you 17. And I ain't. And, okay, well, no. Because then, you about to stay right here, baby. You're not going to grow. When I come back and talk to you in 10 years, you're still going to be doing the same thing you was doing, still talking the same way. You ain't nothing changed with you. I'm not about to do that. I'm not about to live in chaos because you want to live in chaos. You want to live in drama, and that's the only way you get attention. That don't have nothing to do with me. I keep telling y'all, some people stay angry to get attention. Some people stay sick to get it. This is like Munchausen syndrome and all of that. Or whatever it's called, where they be taking. People are crazy. For real. People crazy. And whatever they can do to get attention, they gonna do that. Working daycare, you'll see it in the children. And I told you, a lot of these adults, they didn't grow mentally. They didn't grow emotionally. Their bodies just got older, but they are trapped at that tragedy that happened. And how you know is how they act out when they get mad. And if you go look at that emotional growth chart, you'll see it. So you will realize you really are dealing with a child in a grown-up body, baby. I don't care if they got a head full of gray hair. I'm trying to tell you what I know. And this is why I say I study people, because I ain't got time. I'm not about to be talking. And that's why I go so hard here. I'm not about to keep repeating myself. You better learn to listen. I'm not no damn recorder. You don't pay attention, we watch it. You can rewatch it and go back and find everything, because I'm not about to keep repeating myself. I didn't do that with my kids. And people say my dad was unstable, but now I know it was darkness working through him. I'm trying to tell you, watching that movie and make y'all look at your doctors a little differently too, don't it? Make you look at your doctors a little differently too, don't it? Seeing as how a good 75% of doctors don't believe in God. I say at least 50% of the medical community don't. So then you don't know if they are witch or being used by. So I told y'all, any surgeon or person that's going to work on me and my kids, you better be able to pray with me, and you better be able to say that Jesus is God, or I'm not using you. Never be trying to get no organs so you could do your next spell and get some more money off of me. I'm about to use my kids as no lab brats getting their tissues and all of that. You got me messed up. No. They do think they are God. They do. And that's why I don't be too much fooling with the medical community. And they never heal you. You're sick. They always tell you you're never going to be healed of it. It'll be an issue you have for the rest of your life. No, the hell I'm not. That ain't healed then. That's not healed if I got to deal with it for the rest of my life. Healed is it's not coming back. That's healed. They want you to run to the doctor instead of God. And do. And do. So when I come back, I got to go run to the restroom real quick. You're going to need your Bible Gateway. And I'll tell y'all when we reading, where we reading when I come back. Because I know y'all like to hurry up and read ahead. Y'all teach my class and stuff. You ain't never going to find the root cause either. Come on, Glow. See, this is my thing. I want to get better. I want to be better. A hospital called CPS on me because I would not let them do studies on me and my baby. I'm trying to tell you. Yeah. Right. That part. That part. And that's why I don't. I mean, I'm not saying the medical community is bad. I'm saying they don't know everything. And they'll be playing lab right with you and your kids if you let them. Because it's not medical, we know. It's medical practice. Which means y'all practicing medicine. That means you don't know it. Medical practice. Practice means you don't really know what you're doing if you still got to practice. You're not practicing on me, nothing. Actually. Let me go make me some coffee. No, we're not practicing. Oh, we made a mistake. We gave you the wrong. Oh, yeah, y'all practicing. No, thank you. All right, y'all. Thank you for being patient. Ooh. Y'all ready? You gonna need your Bible Gateway. No OTP or anything. Yeah. Listen. This is the thing, family. If you don't know, they want to keep, the Bible says my people perish for the lack of knowledge. And they don't want to go get it either. Folks are really, I just don't want to know. That ain't me. And that's why folks don't want to be around me, because I want the whole story, not bits and pieces. And if you can't give me the whole story, my daddy gonna tell me the truth and tell me you lying, and I'm about to get off. I'm not about to talk to you. Either we gonna deal with the real issue or we not gonna talk about it. And I'm like that in real life, not just with y'all and with my, this one I don't have too many friends. Because friends normally agree with your BS. I won't be the one. So I quit getting the calls to go certain places or be in certain situations, because they already know you gonna see it on my face. I ain't with that. Girl, nah. Thank you. And ain't. I've been like this alone. I was not easily persuaded by nobody. Oh, you sorry, you scary. No, you're stupid. And you gonna let people talk you into stuff that's gonna have you in a whole bunch of stuff. Don't be mad at me, because I can see further than today and right now. I've been to jail. I don't want to go back. Wasn't for a long time, but it was long enough for me. I like to take too many showers, baby. And what, for some respect? F your respect. I don't care if you respect me or not. As far as like over there, say and do whatever you want to over there. It don't affect how I pay my bills. You liking how I move around don't affect I don't care. My stuff is still getting taken care of. What that mean? Baby, please. And ain't. Folks be letting situations make decisions for their whole life, for your children. Why is you more worried about what an adult say about you than your kids? Oh, you not gonna talk about me. Say whatever you want. It don't affect, but who I'm worried about is if I get to go home and see my kids. Your respect does not mean more to me than my children's respect. And me thinking that I'm getting ready to go, I didn't think about my kids. And I thought about my kids first, and that's why a lot of people didn't want to hang out with me, because, girl, I'm not about to go over here and do this stupid stuff with you, and then I can't go home to my kids. This your problem. And don't bring no drama to my house either. I'm supposed to value you over my kids. Oh, come. No. Well, then what I'm doing? Oh, somebody can get them. Oh, so you don't care about my kids either. No. No, babe. You're stupid, and you're going to go away from me. That's what you're going to do. So I'm supposed to put my grown self in a situation for your grown self when you can walk away from this situation. You don't got to go fight this girl. You don't got to go cut no tires, bro. You don't got to go pull up on this nigga. But what you should do is go home to your babies and get in the bed. My kids kept me out of a lot of stuff, and I tell them they saved my life. Because there was a lot of decisions I didn't make because I think, damn, if I go to jail, who gonna get my kids? Nobody. People that probably ain't gonna treat them right. Girl, you gonna have to call somebody else. Good morning, Pumpkin. You gonna have to call somebody else. I'm not putting my babies in jeopardy to ride or die with you, and who gonna ride or die with them? I go over here, cut up with you. I get charged with what you charged with. Now I got life and can't see my kids for some stuff that didn't even have nothing to do with me. Girl, you better go find you a fool, because I'm not one of them. I'm not trying to be that down chick. I'm not doing none of that. I got kids that I need to be loyal to. And I need to be more loyal to my kids than I do the streets and half of these niggas that's out here. And I'm not going to be more loyal to my relationship with you than my relationship to my kids as a parent. You crazy. No. My kids need me to be at home with them. They need me to be there. And I can't do that running in behind your foolishness. So you do what you do. You can call me. I mean, I only expect too many collect calls, but if something happen, you hear me? Y'all be loyal to the wrong things, honey. You can say what you want. I'm about to go home and sleep peacefully. You can do what you want. As long as it don't affect me in my house, I don't care what you do. And people don't like it when you have that mentality. But I'm about to go home. Strip club when I worked at the strip. I'm not doing no after parties. I'm about to go home to my kids. I came in here. I made what I need to make. I'm on my way. You are always at home with your kids. That's what I'm supposed to be, bitch. Do you hear what's coming out of your mouth? I don't live to be a stripper. That's not my whole life. Matter of fact, don't nobody even really know. Because when they see me leaving out of my house, I be having slacks and stuff on. You tripping. I didn't let my kids see me going out to the club looking like a stripper leaving work. Are you crazy? I put on a sundress. They think I'm going to a barbecue or something. I did not dress and act like a stripper in front of my damn kids. The one time they found my bag, I told them they were swimsuits. They ain't never seen me up on no pole. Not what? They counted that money though. Oh, Mom, you got a lot of tips. You must have served a lot of food, indeed. They was eating it up, babe. Don't even worry about it. They was eating. Mom showed I served a whole bunch of food. Well, what do you do? I'm a waitress. That wasn't a lot. Nigga asked me to go get him a drink. You better give me $10 and I'll go get you a drink. They was very hungry, baby. So they just kept giving mommy all of these 1s and 5s and 10s and 20s and 100s. So, because they real nice in my job. They give you this big bag of money? Yep. So we can go and do what we need to do. You, what you mean? Honey. Yeah, and eventually they knew later. But people do too much stuff in front of their kids. They say too much and stuff. They talk in front of their kids too much. I always had a speaker. And anytime I was on the phone, I didn't let my kids hear me talking. They didn't get to sit up in my face while I was on the phone. Take your butt somewhere. And if I thought they could hear, I'm turning on the speaker loud enough to where it's drowning out whatever I'm talking about. I did this until they was 18, 20. Come on. They don't need to know everything. They can say stuff to adults that they shouldn't be able to say, and that's because they hear you. Y'all don't know how to talk in code or nothing, just whatever. I told you, if me and my girls was talking about intimate moments, we called it grocery shopping. Girl, I went and found, honey, they had some meat on sale. And honey, I grabbed as much of it as I could and put it in the freezer. And I'm going and probably going back and give me some sausages to eat, girl, because they had it on sale again. They had a sale on the meat. Girl, did you see that meat sale they had? They had one pack over there. It was, they like, Ma, you always going grocery shopping. And it is. Yeah. Listen, I'm going to save something for later. You hear? Yeah, it was on sale, girl. They had the big pack and the little pack. I went on and took the big pack because it was worth my value. You know, my little change I had. I mean, but they didn't know what I was talking about. My son told me on Mother's Day, I'm so glad people think you're stuck up and mean. You're not in the streets. You're not on drugs and drinking. Come on now. Come on. Come on. Kids be proud of that. Because all they mamas is turned up and acting crazy and off pills and leave stuff in front of the kids where they can see it. People used to be mad at me because they like, you hide that you smoke from your kids. I said, you have sex in front of your children? No. I said, okay, so everything that I do, they don't have to see it. You don't mind having a tray in front of your kids with wraps and all of that stuff on it. I don't do that because I understand once they see it, If they go to their friend house and they mama or daddy got it out there, but it's laced with something, they won't think nothing. Oh, well, my mommy do this, so it's fine. Or if the kid try to get him to do it, oh, I see my mommy do it. No. My kids didn't even realize until they was like 14 or 15. This is my youngest kids that I smoked. They didn't even know. And they was in the house with me every day. This is, what? No. They don't need to know and see nothing. For what? So they can go over their friend house? I need it to be foreign to them. So, because everybody ain't right. Some people will give your kids heavy things because they just will. They life messed up, so they don't care about messing up your baby life. Some adults have a skewed view of what it means to be a mentor to a child. I told y'all, when I caught my oldest daughter smoking, she was in her senior year of high school. She had like 4 months since she graduated. I didn't give a damn. I put her on my own, waking her up in the middle of the night, making her piss on a stick to see if I said, now when you graduate, you can do whatever you want, but you don't get to do that here. Her friends was like, but wait a minute, don't your mama? She said, yeah, but she got me on probation, her own. So she'll wake me up at 3 o'clock in the morning, and I stand right there in the door. Ain't no I'm standing out and you pick no. And pull them drawers down, girl. She was 18. I didn't give it at 17. Come on. Do what you gotta do. And I had a cup, and I put it in there, and she had to sit there till it said no, and then go get in the bed. They said, well, I'm grown. You not. Now, when you can take the responsibility and go to jail, and I don't got to be dragged to jail with you or court with you for what you doing, you can do whatever you want to. But as long as I can be dragged into court and I got other kids, oh, no, none of that's going to happen, honey. We're not doing any of that. You'll not put my other kids in jeopardy because you're weird. And I said that to all of them, not just her. When my other daughter started doing stuff, I said, oh, no, you don't get to put my house in jeopardy. When you turn 18, you do what you want. But if I got to go to court with you, no, you don't get to do whatever you want to do because I don't like the courthouse. I don't like the po-po. So, you hear me? I didn't say that to her, but I'm just saying, I ain't trying to be dealing with no police. So you're going to do everything you need not to do because I don't want them over here in my business. Even though I ain't doing nothing, I just don't, there's no reason for them to come over here. You said I drug test my son often and will ask you every day, is you still a virgin? And was. They'll get off the bus and say, you still a virgin? Mom! Oh, okay, I'm just making sure. They go hang out with their friends for the weekend. You a virgin still? Do we need to get some birth control? They used to be like, oh, listen, my mama gonna ask. So just every day. Because I ain't gonna assume because you was a virgin yesterday that you're gonna be a virgin today, honey. My cross was thicker than 1,000 and beautiful. Grown men on you, young boys, teachers, the man at the gas station. Do I need to get you some birth control? What do we need? I'm not about to sit up in front like I know they've been. You can act like you don't see I did not. I'm going to ask the question every day, Monday to Friday, and twice on the weekends. And we'll. Listen, the world is going to ask them. Keep moving. And Monica, yeah, the world gonna ask him, you a virgin? Have you ever tried this? Have you ever tried that? You need to be having these conversations with your kids. And they asking young, baby, because when my daughter came home and told me what them kids was getting exposed for sending pictures of their naked bodies in the 4th and 5th grade. I said, oh, hell, I got to get on this. It wasn't that bad with my oldest two. Now, it's kids in 4th and 5th grade, 6th grade getting exposed for sending pictures of their private parts to people. And you don't want to talk to your children? You tripping. Because they friends is, the pedophile teachers are, The bus driver, the old man online. So you don't want to talk about, oh, they're too young. What says who? And you got books about same sex marriage and all of this in kindergarten. When is it too early? If it's not too early for my child to say that they want to wear a dress, it's not too early, because those are sexual things. So why? Your sexuality has to do with sex. So why are we even worried about a 5-year-old who they gonna want to have sex? Y'all better think. The devil don't never think it's too early. As you can see with TV, because on Disney they got so why do you think it is? It's not ever too early, because Disney starts showing them sexual things from the time they can sit in front of the TV. My daughter's middle school had a picture of boys' mom circulating to students through the airdrop. I'm trying to tell you, Amber. I'm trying to tell you. I'm trying to tell you they will. And people don't believe it. Okay, just because you don't believe it don't mean it ain't happening. My babies used to tell me about all them little girls that used to get exposed. And it made me sad, because that kind of stuff don't go away. Okay. The whole cast knew. What are you talking about? Oh, the crazy stuff that was going on. Listen. People don't want to believe. So we're gonna be in the book of Tobit. Y'all want to see my picture? I finally finished it last night. Oh yes. Y'all see it. I started on another one, but then I got tired, so I went on to lay down. But that's it. That's all. That's my last picture. Y'all been coloring? Y'all been getting y'all time in to sit and calm your mind and still your mind so that you can think? Yes. Thank you. You got a new book? Yeah. I know it. I bet y'all did. I know you did. Scrapbooking, okay. We going to Bible Gateway. What are you talking about? So no Bible Gateway. Tobit is on Bible Gateway. I color at work, not doing it at home. Okay. Now my ex-internet husband be coloring at home. I mean, at work. Good job. Teach the people how to calm their mind. Good job, ex-husband. That's my ex-internet husband, Daniel. He says he colors at work. It's really good. We was married for, how long was we married for, Daniel, on the internet? About 6 months. And then I had to divorce him because he didn't send me enough food. He didn't send me the roasting potatoes he said he made, so I just divorced him. He want me to go back to skinny CERCA. Nah, I'm playing. We was internet married for a while. About 6 months. And then he didn't send that letter. He didn't. My product is probably in everyone's home. Hilarious. My sister is having issues like that with my 9-year-old niece. These group chats will show you exactly what your kid is exposed to. I'm trying to tell you. And all it takes is for a SA child to be the head of that. One of my daughters told me a situation about a little girl trying to get them to put things in them when she was like 10. I said, what? I said, why didn't you tell me? She was like, I didn't do it, Mom. But she's just telling me this now at like 24. She went to a sleepover at the little girl's house, and the little girl was telling them how to put stuff in themselves. I'm trying to tell y'all. And she just told me now at 20, 24, 25 years old, 23, whatever. Listen, that part. Yes. Yes. Yep. I'm trying to tell you. I do artwork for Cargo in Smithfield and many others. I didn't know. Cargill. Oh, okay. You understand? So you can act like you don't want to, but it's a wrap. I went to kids' houses, like I've been to children's homes, like parents' homes, and I knew some stuff was not right there. For real, for real. Yes. And I mean, as a kid, I already know. I was exposed to this stuff. The whole playing house. Oh no, you can't play house. There's no playing house unless everybody is. We not laying down. Oh, okay, Jack Links. Oh, okay. We not. You drew that. That was your artwork. Pretty cool. We didn't. No. Ain't nobody playing a mommy and daddy. Everybody's gonna be a cousin or a person. Like I don't know, but we ain't doing that. Because that's how the devil gets in. And I told y'all about those seeds. Kids get to touching in places they not supposed to, and it's just curiosity. But the devil don't care. He don't care if it's with your cousin. He don't care if it's with the person next door. He does not care. Oh, okay. Do you hear me? I know because I know. I'm just gonna say that. Okay. And so this is why a lot of the rules I had in my house was why I had them, because I remember being a kid. And I remember the things that happened that should not have been happening as a kid. And it wasn't anything malicious. It's just kids. This is another reason why you need to watch with your, because some of these people that they kids watch intimate scenes and then they kids was trying to act them out. And this is why I didn't have cable a lot. My kids couldn't watch nothing that I hadn't watched. And it's crazy because now they're like, Mom, I understand why you were the way you were. Because it's so much of that, and kids imitate what they see. So if your kid sees kissing, they'll start trying to kiss you in the mouth. It's been happening. You'll go to give them a kiss and they'll be trying to hold your face and kiss your face. What is you doing? If they seen somebody stick their tongue out in somebody's mouth on TV, they'll try to kiss you like that. If they see people laid up in a certain way, kids mimic what they see. And this is why there was no grown-up scenes. You could not watch no grown-up movies, guns and violence and all of that. Oh, hell no, none of that stuff. Especially, I only had one boy, too. It was certain stuff we was not watching. That's the main reason we didn't watch black TV. I didn't even want him to get accustomed to seeing black men in jail. So we didn't watch nothing where no niggas went to jail. If it had a drug dealing and we didn't watch none of that, because I did not want him to think any of that was okay. So we didn't watch it. There was no BET in my house. Wasn't no. There was very few black movies, and if it was like, what's the movie with Jamie Foxx where he was the football player? Stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? Not no violence and oh no, hell no. But my mama didn't let us watch that kind of stuff. You know what I'm saying? My mom, she didn't let us watch all of that. And it didn't turn out to be our lives. But I think when you make things comfortable, next time you go to the store, look at the pictures on the meat. That's meat. Okay, you know I don't go to the store though, but I'll look it up online. I do not go to the store, Daniel. You hear me? Any given Sunday, right? I'm gonna just look it up online. Y'all, we got us a world-renowned artist around here. I did not know Daniel did the artwork. What you say for Jack Links? We got some great people around here. Okay. Did y'all go on Bible Gate? It's in a Good News translation, y'all. The Book of Tobit. Sorry, y'all. Okay. All right. Did y'all get to it? Let's get to it. Girl. People used to be mad at me. You let your kids control your life. I said, no, but I am helping them live the one that I want them to live, though. My kids ain't about to tell me what I'm going to watch on TV. And that's why they running through here like hellions, cussing people out and acting crazy. Disrespecting folks. I know. I can see what you don't do. You ain't got to tell me. I peeped that already. And that's why me and my kids won't be coming back over here. Because I'll kill one of these niggas that get over get act like that in my house. What do you mean? People come over my house. My kids, would you like something to drink? Hello. How you doing? They already know. They was grown. And they'll go right upstairs when my company came. Because I don't sit in their face. Now, but they friends used to come over because they said, tell the truth. You didn't come over here for me. You came over here for my mama. People used to come visit my ex-husband. They didn't come for him. They came for me. And I didn't want to be bothered with nobody because I had my books. I just wanted to have my headphones on, listen to my music, and learn. And I would have to stop and talk to people, and I'd be real irritated about it. Like, yeah, I'll be in there in a minute. It's another hour, and I ain't want to talk to nobody. Moving on. Here we go. So I need you. Now, we're going to skip around. We ain't going to just be... All right. So first, is y'all over there? Is y'all ready? I need y'all to go to the Good News Translation on Bible Gateway and go to Tobit chapter 3. Y'all, is y'all ready? Is you ready? Tobit chapter 3 in the Good News Translation of the Bible. This bunny is old. all them really tall heels I used to wear all the time. Girl, my kids still watch cartoons, and they got kids. One of my kids ain't nothing. So, you know, my white mama told me I was a big kid the other day. It tickled her something terrible. She said, "You're just a big kid." Mm-hmm. The Bible say keep like a childlike heart, childlike faith. So I'll take it, and I'll be happy too. I'm in the midst of a huge move, and I was unable to take my books. I was gonna sell them. No, you take your books with you because it ain't no more. No, because we might not be able to get no more pumpkin. It's hard for us to get them now. I send out books and people may not get them till June 19th. Keep your books. You're going to need them. Please keep them. We all begging you to keep them, baby, because it ain't no more. And so if you get rid of them, you don't know when you're going to be able to get some more. I'm trying to tell you. Or if you'll be like, because they didn't went up to $99 on Amazon. I mean, you can still get the ones for 30, like under 30 separately. Please keep them books, girl. Somebody else just did that too, gave their books away, and now they can't find them for a good price. You hear me? Please keep your books, pumpkin. Listen. Keep your books. Keep your books. Keep your books, honey. Don't get rid of the information. Get rid of some of the shoes. If you gonna give up anything, give up the shoes. Don't give up the books. Because we gonna need them. How many of y'all got y'all Jesus bags? To raise your hand if you got a Jesus bag that you take with you, with at least one of your books, something to write with, some sticky notes and whatever else. And people be wondering why you got this extra bag with you. Men and women, who got a G with coloring books, whatever you didn't put in there, who got mm-hmm. Yeah, or a Jesus crate in the back of your car. I keep them downloaded. And do okay. Pens, paper, highlighter, everything. 2 to 3 coloring books, notepad, tea bags, pens, and highlighter. I have a Jesus backpack. Come on, and do. I can't leave nowhere without at least one book. Mm-hmm. And right, if it ain't, it's on your phone. I'm crocheting one now. As a, okay. Oh, you making your own Jesus bag. Now I got 2 bags and snacks and do. You keep your sword with you now, don't you? You keep your sword with you now. Y'all. Okay. So here we are. Y'all ready? Y'all done made it over there? You said I feel weird not having mine. You're welcome. Tobit chapter 3, y'all. Okay. Here we go. It says, I was so embarrassed and ashamed that I sighed and began to cry. Then, as I choked back my tears, I prayed, You are righteous, O Lord. You are merciful in all you do, faithful in all your ways. You are the judge of this world, and I beg you, treat me with kindness. Do not punish me for my sins, not even for sins of which I am unaware. My ancestors rebelled and disobeyed your commands, but do not punish me for their sins. You let our people be plundered and taken captive and unalived. You made an example of our people, an object of contempt and disgrace in all the nations where you scattered us. An object of contempt and disgrace in all the nations where you scattered us. Sound like black folks. Moving on. We were disloyal and rejected your commands, so our punishment has always been just. Now treat me as you please. Take my life away and free me from this world, and let my body return to the earth. I would be better off dead. I am tormented by insults I don't deserve and weighed down with despair. Lord, give the command and bring all my troubles to an end. Take me to my eternal rest. Don't reject my prayer. I would rather die than live in misery and face such cruel insults. Y'all ready? Who got their notebook out? Raise your hand if you got your notebook ready, because you about to need it. You got your notebook? Yes? Okay. The same day in the city of Ecbatana in Media. Where is the ancient city of Ecbatana? Where is the city of Media now? Ecbatana and Media. Where is it? Hey. Mm-mm. Iran. So Tobit was in Iran, or going to Iran. Okay? It happened that Sarah, the daughter of a man named Raguel, was insulted by one of her father's servant women. Sarah had been married 7 times. But the evil demon Asmodeus or Asmodee or Uzzah killed each husband before the marriage could be consummated. I'm going to read that again. Sarah had been married 7 times, but the evil demon Asmodeus unalived each husband before the marriage could be consummated. This is Bible. The original Black Widow, she was. Who's watching evil? Eve's Bayou. Who's watching evil? Do we not see the spirits come and SA these people in their sleep? And they take on a form of a human person. So much so that the person, it feels real, everything is real. And I told y'all this is a part of the nocturnal, excuse me, nocturnal emissions is this. If you notice in the show, it always happens at night. It's never in the daytime. This is why your body moves. Because it's happening in the spirit. You're able to see in the spirit when this is happening. But your body reacts. Does it or does it not? That's what a nocturnal emission is. You go. You get to the top of the mountain, even in your sleep. If these beings, which we know they were alive, they know what to do because they made it. Remember, that was also one of the insatiable appetites that they had. It wasn't just food. This is where nymphomania comes. To be a nymphomaniac, a nympho. Can I ask you a question? Who's the father of the nymphs? We read this. Who's the uncle of the nymphs? Nereus is the daddy of the nymphs. And who was Nereus's brother? Job. So Job's brother Nereus, the water god who could shape shift. He was called the god of wisdom of the seas or whatever. He's the father of the Nereids or the water nymphs. Job from the Bible is the uncle of the water nymphs, the Nereids, because their dad was Nereus. Do me a favor. I want you to find any language or race of people, however you look at that, culture thing, and tell me what their nocturnal spirit is called. It could be Japanese, Chinese, Hindu, African. Tell me what their nocturnal succubus or incubus is called. We know in America or over here we call it a succubus or incubus. But tell me the other nocturnal spirits that prey on the bodies of people in other languages, and let's see how many have them. Remember when Tiffany Haddish talked about her spirit husband, and people talk about their spirit husbands? Here's the first record of it in the Bible. Guess what? They took this out of the regular Bible, right? It never talks about Asmodeus killing it, unaliving this woman's husbands because he wanted her for himself. Now we hear about Tobit in the Bible, right? Lilith is ours, but I'm saying what's another name for them? We know about Lilith. Lilith is a main one. I'm saying in other countries. Like the Celtic mythology, Norse mythology. Okay. Okay. Yumi knows somebody, a mysterious yokai. I don't know if I'm saying that right. In Japanese mythology, believed to cause nightmares. In Japanese, they're called Muma, which means the dream demon. Yuki Onna is Japanese. Okay. Any other cultures? The Tokolosh in Africa. Okay. Oh, excuse me. The Tokolosh in Africa. What else? Filipino succubus is called a Bangungat. A Bangungat. So the Filipino succubus is called a Bangungat. Okay. Good job. So in every culture, they have a spirit that comes to people at night and SAs them. Really. Is that not them doing what their forefathers did? Hawaiian is called a night marcher. Is that not what their fathers did? In the Bible, it says they took wives of all they chose. Do you hear me? If somebody take you, that means you went by force. It's the Karina in Arabic. Not Karina in Arabic mythology. I know some folks named Karina, honey. Chinese succubus is the Bao Jiao Goi. Did you go read a little bit about what they said they do? In Russia, it's called a Rosoka or Posoka. It's the water nymph and female spirit. The Celtic goddess of dreams in the mythology is called Caer Iborme. Latin one is the paramour. Now that's crazy because do you know last night, because you know this is on Paramount, and I'm like, Paramount, I know that got something to do, and you telling me that in Latin it's called the paramour. And I was thinking about Paramount last night because this is the thing I'm watching. So paramour and Paramount, that's crazy because I was literally thinking about Paramount last night. I'm like, I'm gonna go do some more research on Paramount. I know we have, but I wonder why. But you know what I thought about too? It was pairs of angels, 200, that stood on the top of the mountain and said that they was gonna go pair with the women. Think about this. The pairing of angels with human women on the top of a mountain caused the destruction of earth. The pairing, and they made the decision that they were going to curse the humans and themselves and earth when they said that we are going to go down and mate with these women. The Haitian name for the succubus is Tequila. Karina and Tequila. Really? And they were the watchers, and Paramount means a supreme ruler. Oh, thank you. And we know that rulers were a version of the angels. They were one of the classes of angels, the rulers. Thank you. Because this show was in my mind last night. I said, I'm going to go look up what this Paramount, blah, blah, blah. A supreme ruler. And we know that rulers were a version of the angels, and a third of them fell and came here too. Bajo Gui, a female ghost that dwells in banana trees, sometimes holding a baby. Wow. Doesn't the symbol of Paramount have stars on it too? And they were the fallen stars that were circling around the top of the mountain. Yes. 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 That fallen stars is who made it with the women. And they made the decision on the top of the highest mountain in Africa at that time. Indeed. Indeed. Y'all ready? Amari is the Norse god, or Amira is the Norse god of nightmares. Hinduism is Yakshanini, is commonly translated as demoness, and they have a similar role to the succubus of seducing men. Well, you can go back and watch my classes and learn about all the books I got. We got over a rack of classes up on YouTube. We racked it up. We racked them classes up because now we about 1,002. So if you ever want to know about some good books, you just go on over there to the live videos, and it's over 1,000 of them over there. Bow. 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 Ooh, that's crazy. Y'all worked the hell out of me this 2 years. And did. We We literally racked up some classes. Yeah, yeah. Listen, oh, thank you so much, Carrie. She said, and they all fired. Some of them got a little redundant over time because we kept getting a new. But yes, baby, we made it to over 1,000 classes in less than 2 years. Really, about right at 2 years. So 2 years and 2 months or something, and we could have made it before that, but sometimes I didn't get on YouTube. So it's more than that for real. I just didn't put, like last night I was on YouTube and I didn't put it on. I mean, on TikTok I didn't put it on there. So I'm excited. Mm-hmm. Well, y'all, do you feel like you remember a lot of stuff? Do y'all feel like y'all remember a lot more of the Bible and the stories and all of that now? See? And it just happened over time that all this knowledge just poured into your man. You see how it works? And your life got better. I said when I started studying the Bible for real, not reading it, my life got better. And hopefully y'all feel the same way. I said this is going to be the hardest thing you ever had to do, but it's going to be worth it, and you will see it very shortly. It ain't going to take long. I said, and then you're going to get to the point where you'll be mad because people calling you because you want to read or study. What? What am I doing? Do you really want to know? No, because as soon as I start talking about it, you're going to change the subject and be trying to get me to talk about some stupid stuff. No. What? What? I'm trying to learn something and you trying to talk about something I already heard before. What? No, I don't want no parts of it. Leave me alone. Go over there. All right. So come on. So now we know. Use this one. Where are... Go back. I be fighting with this here closet. You hear me? I be fighting with this closet now. Shoot. We about to get attacked with all y'all stuff falling out of there. Goodness gracious. Y'all could help a little bit. You know, you don't always gotta just be here for yourself. You could help in a different way, just maybe sometimes. You know what I'm saying? You ain't always got to be here, just, you know. Where are you there? This is one of my favorite ones. I think that's why I always grab this one. And it be doing what it's supposed to. Ooh, Lord. Okay, here we go. Because we over here in ancient Mesopotamia. So did I get it? I got it. Okay, we good. Now, ain't none of this tied down too tight. Here we go. Girl, this Sarah. Can you talk? Huh? Okay, so I got a new husband, girl. I don't know what keeps happening, but I promise you, I go in there to put my little stuff on. I'm using my yoni pot, girl, because you know, that's what they said you're supposed to use. I got my yoni stuff, and then they didn't got the little sweet together and everything. You said what's gonna happen this time. What you trying to say? My last 3 husbands died. You realize this is my wedding night, right? You didn't have no problem eating that cake or nothing. Why? So what all y'all been saying? You know what? I don't got time for this. My new husband is waiting on me, and you just mad. Okay, bye. I'm almost ready, honey. I'm almost ready. Are you waiting? Okay. I'm going to take my bath. I'll be out in a sec. Close your eyes. Are you asleep? Honey? Honey? Honey! Oh my God, it's happened again. Oh my God, what am I gonna do? Oh my God, I can't go out. No, I'm lying. Dad already didn't. Dad already know. I'm not lying. Dad already know what's going on. Dad got the grave dug because he didn't pick the spirit coming out the room. How do y'all know her daddy, even though his eyes was bad or whatever it was, he could probably see that spirit following his daughter around. But do we listen? How many times you seen your kids being with a person and a flash came and ooh, no, you will beat the hell out of my daughter. You need to be careful. Don't talk to me, Mom. Don't tell me nothing. He's going to get you in trouble or he will hurt you. God allows you to see that spirit sitting in a person. Do you hear me? There have been mothers that have told their sons, you need to stay away from that girl. She's going to get you killed. You don't trust her. She, hi, Miss Johnson. And you like, you's a hoe. I knows you a hoe. My spirit, it told me so. You a hoe. I know you a hoe. Like, it's like it be you about to have my son in some trouble. Like, this is how it be in my mind, and I don't be wrong. Listen. Say, listen here. You can see the evil. I'm trying to tell you. I hope y'all be paying attention, though. God be trying to warn you so you can warn your lineage about the evil spirits that's been here way longer than us. We did this part before, but I be trying to get y'all to see how what they be showing on y'all on TV be real. Please go to 965 in your book 1. Please go to 965 in your book 1 real quick. Happened to my oldest brother. We told him she was going to be the death of him. I'm trying to tell you. People don't be believing. It don't matter that you don't believe it. That don't mean it ain't real. This is what you need to understand. Please go to page 965. First time my daughter met her brother, his brother's ex-girlfriend, she told us the girl was going to be bad. I'm trying to tell you. 965. Chapter 5 says, I commanded another demon to be brought to me, and he, Beelzebub, brought me the evil demon Asmodeus. Wait a minute. It said, but the evil demon Asmodeus. So what it said in Tobit, it also said the evil demon Asmodeus. Both times Asmodeus is called the evil demon. In Tobit and right here in Enoch. What's his name? Solomon. So in the Testament of Solomon on page 965, it says, and the evil demon Asmodeus came before me. And I can read in Tobit that it says the exact same thing. But the evil demon Asmodeus killed each husband before the marriage could be consummated. You mean the demon didn't want her to get cut by nobody else but him? She had never been with a man physically, but that demon was probably having his way with her every single night. And he knew that she was a virgin. But he probably had been touching her since she was a child, watching her since she was a child. But hold on, did Asmodeus really live? Let's see if he was a human person or a humanoid being at one point in time. You know where we can check that? We can check that in the Testament of Solomon on page 965. Here we go. You ready? It says, and Beelzebub brought me the evil demon Asmodeus bound. And I asked him, who are you? And he scowled at me and said, and who are you? I said to him, you dare to answer so arrogantly when you have been punished like this? And he continued to give forth the same look and said to me, how should I answer you? You are the son of a man. But although I was born of a human mother, I am the son of an angel. It is impossible for one of heavenly origin to speak an arrogant word to one of earthly origin. Did you hear that? He said, nigga, I'm a demon now, but I was a real person. My mama was human. But my daddy was an angel. I can't never speak high to you when my daddy come from the heavens and your daddy come from dirt. So if his mama was human, you don't think he know what it feel like to be with a human woman? You don't think that Asmodeus, the evil demon, who was half angel, and the book of Tobit is biblical. And right here it say that Tobit, once he knew he couldn't lay down, remember when I told y'all that the insatiable appetite from these demons comes because they used to be alive in a body with all of these beings that we... This ain't the book I want, but we just gonna go with it right there. There it is. So they know. Where do you think a lust spirit comes from? It comes from one of these demons that used to know what it felt like to be with a man, a woman, an animal, or whatever. And so then they try to put that, they want to feel it again. This is why they possess you. Are you understanding? They want to feel again. Tobit, Asmodeus, then unalived 7 of this girl's husbands. Because he wanted her for himself, but he don't ever get to have a physical body anymore. His mama was a human and his daddy was an angel. Are you listening? If you don't get out of my class, idiot, we do not care. It's a drop dead friend in here. Moving on. Do you understand? So when they possess your body, and now all of a sudden you can't stop doing stuff that you never would have did, it's because it's not you. They were alive. They remember what it feels like to drink, to cuddle and do more than cuddling. They know what it like. They the ones that started a lot of the stuff that God is not pleased with. And the only way for them to feel that is to inhabit your body. This is where all of the compulsive disorders come from. This is where all of the addictions, like to, whatever, kleptomaniac or whatever, a sex addict or whatever else it is that you have, this is where it come from. Because they have insatiable appetites and it's been a long time. If they don't inhabit nobody, they don't get to feel. Do you see what I'm saying? But when they inhabit you, they get to feel like they're almost alive again, as far as to be able to use their hands. Think about how they got to learn how to walk in the body again, and they'll eat something and they'll just keep eating it like sugar and stuff because they haven't tasted it. They remember what it tastes like to eat and to be intimate. They remember. And they've been alive a long time. A disembodied spirit. These people. The children of the giants are our evil spirits. Y'all girl, we talk about this all the time. What's her name? Talking about werewolves. We know that they went and they was with the animals. Now you know how the little old lady lived in a shoe. Come on. The Zamzummim, the Rephaim, the Anakim, the Emin, the Awin, and the Gibberim. Just a few. And remember, I told y'all, if you go back and you looked at when Israel came up against the Zamzummim, those were in the Zimzams and all of those, the ites, a lot of the ites and stuff were giants. And I knew that before I got this book, and then I got this book and it was in there. That's why I told y'all in the beginning of the book when they started fighting, you got to go and research who they was fighting against. These people were giants. These are names of races of the giants. Are you understanding? So when you go to the Bible and you see the Zamzummim, understand those were not regular people. The Emin and all of those, I read y'all the names of a lot of them. This is why God kept saying, why are you scared? Because this is the people they're going up against. Snake people, there go Medusa right there. Blue people, bird people. And y'all like, oh, those were the gods. No, these people were living. That's why they have human, half body, half, okay. And they daddies was angels. And they went into the cows, and that's why there's cow goddesses. And they went into the goats, and that's why some people worship goats and the like. Because when the angels came down, they did not just bust down the women. They was busting down animals too and making them their baby mamas. And the sizes of the peoples was this. This is 3 sizes of people. We go through this all the time. Big, medium, little. These are human-sized people right now. See they on the horses right there? You see it right here? It's the horses. This is a person. And that's a person. And these are people. Those are humans right there, our size right now. So when you look in the Bible, and it says all flesh was corrupted. Come on now. Strange flesh. Come on, Monica. Y'all know we just studied about it. That's the strange flesh that men started wanting And we got people that practice bestiality right now. That's the strange flesh. So ain't nothing changed, really. Because the spirits want you to do what they did. When they inhabit your body, you're going to do whatever that spirit used to do when it was a living being, breathing being. And they didn't have to look at his body being crystallized somewhere. Yep. Whew. So, now that we know that Asmodeus had a human mother and an angelic father, and he had a whole conversation with Solomon, the wisest man, David's son, right? David's son Solomon had a conversation with the evil demon Asmodeus, and he said, "Hold up, nigga, my mama was human. I'm really your kin, right? Not by blood, but the fact that both of our mothers are earthborn." Hmm. Where the heck is my book? Gosh, so much stuff in here. Where the heck? Oh. Why would we be kin to demons, vampires, hobgoblins, ghosts, and evil spirits? How could humankind be kin to them? Humankind could be kin to them because their mothers and some of their fathers were human. You heard Asmodeus say, "My daddy was an angel, my mama was a human." And it talks about the little two in here and all of the spirits. And this is ancient Mesopotamia, which is where they was living. they the demons were created in ancient Mesopotamia. In the seventh generation from Adam in the days of Jared. When the angels came down according to Genesis 6. Y'all seen it. So then when I go back and read that, and Solomon and them lived in ancient Mesopotamia. So now that I know that the spirit that manifests, because Solomon is the Lord of the Rings, in front of Solomon also was unaliving old girl Sarah's husbands in the city of Iran. Because y'all remember we knew where she lived at. I had y'all go look up where she lived at. Okay? And y'all said it's modern day Iran right now. So we know that this story that we are reading about is modern day Iran. And y'all wonder why I told y'all why they always fight in Iran and Iraq and all of that is because that's where these giant bones and these magical things are. They want to possess that land because the giants live there. Syria, the giants was there. Egypt, the giants was there. Everywhere where the giants was and where these demigods lived, that's the only places they really be wanting to dig. They don't be wanting to dig nowhere else. Because they want those relics. Because those relics still have magical powers. This is why they be on the black market. And this is why places like the Vatican and the British museums, those countries are so rich because they have the relics, they have the bones of the prophets, they have the books, they have the things that they touch, they have that stuff. And whoever got it is blessed. Y'all saw that Even when God let the Ark of the Covenant be taken from Israel and given to the enemy's camp was blessed as long as it was in their camp. Because God's stuff is blessed wherever it goes. This is why for some curses and all of that stuff, you got to get holy water to do it. It has to be water that's been blessed by a holy man and all this old stuff. Oh, okay, because the devil don't want to do nothing but desecrate everything God made holy. That makes perfect sense. But he can only use God's words and God's things that he made to try to go against God. So you look real strong using my own gat against me, weirdo. You didn't bring your own. You couldn't come up with your own weapon. You had to try to get mine and use it against me. Right. Right. Must suck for you. Mm-hmm. It is the real reason, Kimmy. That's the real reason. That's why I like paleontology and all of that, because they be finding all the relics. But I didn't do my studies, so I know what they're really looking for. And then all of a sudden, it's, all of these people are miraculously healed and all of this stuff. You got to pay attention to what be going on, baby. They done sold us so much craziness that we don't even really see what be going on right in front of our face. Remember, they was looking for the city of ancient Solomon, but I remember they found it a long time ago. That's how the Queen of England been sitting on the throne of Solomon and David for forever. How y'all looking for it? And she already got it. And the cornerstone was under her thing. Y'all ain't looking for nothing. Y'all already found it. Her staff and everything was Solomon's. What is you talking about? Stop it. Y'all just be lying to these people on ancient aliens and all of that. Y'all been here this stuff. Mm-hmm. They use relics of the Tower of Babel to build CERN. And we know it was what, 200,000 angels or 200,000 giants that was built in the Tower of Babel. Took 365 days to get up to the top of it and 365 days to get back down. That's in the book of Jasher if you want to read that. That's why they almost made it, because it was giants that was building the tower. And that's why the Hindu religion has, everybody gotta, if you go look up what the Tower of Babel is called and everybody else's like culture or religion. I need to mark this. I never ever do. Animals and giants fighting each other. Multiple. This is human feet, a lion face, and all these extra hands. Flying horses. Green folks. Mating with regular colored skinned people. You mean like over here? And we do this all the time, but it's the truth. They show you. What the heck? I just put the book back, didn't I? Same picture, just different features. Blue people and green people and white folks mixed all together. You see it. Bird folks. And if I keep looking through here, you about to see bird folks and beings with extra arms and lion people. And so they was all lying, or they was all seeing the same thing. Because I can go to China. I mean, what is the cartoon with the panda and the tiger and the people, and wasn't they running around with regular people? Was it some regular people around, or was everybody animals in that? Was it any humans, or was it all animals? Can you see the cover of what? Which book? Kung Fu Panda. Oh, okay. No human. Still. Listen. They was telling y'all what, but them, they got real names. So now that you know, okay, and so this is why I don't pray to no ancestors. The one with the pyramid. That's the Hindu. This one. This one. I don't know. If you ever want to know, you can always go back and watch on YouTube. I don't know. It might be the Cultural Atlas of Ancient Egypt. Is that why she put the? Yes, Kendra. You're welcome. Yes. I was wondering who was gonna pick up on that. I was wondering who was gonna pick up on that. Some people ain't got there yet, so but yes. Crazy, right? You welcome. Wasn't that crazy? Have anybody made it to the part where the girl put the mask on? I don't want to spoil it. Have you made it to the part where she put the mask on? We ain't gonna talk about what she was doing, but animal mask. I said, I know they be over there like, oh my God, CERCA. Listen. Is that not grim? Ain't that grim? Ain't that grim? But I was crazy. When I told y'all this is what I see. You said, yes, I was up to almost 3 o'clock in the morning watching Evil. You the grim, you tell us. Exactly. And yes, and I'm the nun. I'm the grim nun. And is Jace. I'm just saying, when y'all go watch this stuff, do y'all be tripping? Because y'all know some of these shows was out, but I hadn't watched them. I didn't know. But these are things I told you I lived in my life, and now y'all see it on TV every day. I'm trying to tell you, Winter. Listen. Listen. Excuse me. You said girl watched Evil and Lord. Yep, my husband started watching while I was at work. I'm so mad. Hilarious. He gonna need, girl, go on and get him some books. Go on and buy him some books. You might as well go on and get him some books. Cause listen, I be too tickled. Y'all be putting y'all, I'm happy y'all be putting y'all cheese out there. Listen. Can't help it now. Cause yes, I made. You couldn't get the first few episodes. It ain't for everybody, but if you want to understand the spiritual realm, that's where you're gonna be at, because it tells exactly how it happens, which is crazy. They make it like it's TV, but it's really the real life. Netflix Blood of Zeus shows the Titans. Okay. Well, don't tell us what happened. Just suggest it. Because we won't. I don't go watch it if you tell me what's gonna happen. Because I already know I like to be intrigued. You was up late watching it too. Don't give it away. Blood of Zeus season 2 has started. So you watching that too, Auntie? I started watching last night, Griffin. It was taking a minute to get to me though. I fell asleep on it. I don't know. I'm gonna try it. But it wasn't grabbing my interest just yet. If I had to pay for the information I've learned here, it would be millions. Keish! Rack City, Rack City, Rack City. Listen. Right. We would have had to be going to school for like 10 different things if we Keish said all the knowledge we got here, it would have cost millions. And we got it in less than 2 years. It make me happy. I try to tell y'all, God will give you so much information and you will know so many things about so many things you don't even know how you know it. When you connect to the source of everything, that's why all of the so-called wise people that be saying they wise, I just be looking at them because you don't even want to connect to God. Do you know he will run circles around them demons telling you stuff? Fine. I'm more of that dude type of girl. I don't really like going through the levels. I like to go straight to the source. So you doing this, and I just be like, Dad. He be like, what? Are they trying to play me? Yes. Now leave me alone. Go on now. Go do something. You got to go through this demon and give them something. Then you got to wait for them to answer to them. And you got to get it. I don't got to do nothing but call on him and he coming to give me an answer. You hear me? You got to go through stages. I don't got to do that. I can pray to Jesus, but I can also pray to God too. If I don't want to go through him, I can go straight to my daddy. You hear what I'm saying? Like, I can talk to Jesus, but I don't just have to. Not that because I'm always talking to him too. But you see what I'm saying? I ain't got to go through. Once he put that, I don't got to do all that. You got to go through the little boss and the big boss and the maybe. I don't want to. So can I ask you a question? I got to run to the restroom quick. I need to not make no more coffee and let me get some water. Excuse me. Going back to when you first came here, we still married? A comment you made the other day, I almost got you married, sir. You be cool. Because he said something the other day when I say I had to pray. Jesus help me not to say no slip because it almost came out. You watch your mouth. You talking to a woman of God. Because, baby, that's it. The devil is a lie. You trying to I'm trying to teach her about the Lord. Okay? Trying to teach her about the Lord. I'm going to need you to see my... Listen here. I said, what? Yeah. Oh, Daniel, go to sleep. Stop it. Moving on. I gotta go to the restroom real quick. When we come back, we about to go somewhere else real quick. So keep your Bible gateway open. But now that you know that Asmodeus, for real, came out of you acting like Asmodeus. Trying to make sure I don't get me another husband. Stop it. Move on. No, I'm joking. Anyway, now that y'all know that Asmodeus was half human and half angel, does it help you understand more? And is. Do it help you understand more why he kept unaliving this human woman's husbands? For real. Because one, he was half human, so he know what it feels like to be with a woman. Okay? He knows. Two, stay away from my mama! Listen, hilarious answer that. Oh. I'm dying seeing CERCA be a whole human. Listen, I am human. I'm regular. If y'all ain't paid attention yet, I'm not about to fake nothing for y'all. And the Lord said, and God said, have you ever been... No, stop it. This where we at. This where we at right here. I'm going to live this every day. If you see me out and you hear me talking, this I'm going to be talking. I'm still going to be chilling. You can hear me. I told y'all the last time I went in the strip club, I ended up having a Bible study in the back in a counseling session with 13 men that was telling me how they got S8 as kids. This is why I don't, everywhere I go is work. My ex, my home girl that used to be my friend came outside. She's like, what is going on? I said, what? Didn't I tell you I didn't want to come out because of work? It's never turning up with me when I go to the club. I got to go in here and play Dr. Phyllis. She said, why was they crying? Girl, let's just give me another drink, because this one don't go nowhere. We're supposed to be in here turning up. These niggas is there telling me about their babysitters, the lady next door, crying and snotting. He like, bro, I got you, bro. I feel you. I came in here to turn up. Where the hoes at? Like, what in the world? So it ain't no not working for me. Wherever I go is work. If I go to a barbecue, somebody gonna come sit right here. We can't even get divorced. You know what? Stop. I'll be over there by myself. Well, what are you reading? Hi. Is there anything you need to talk about? I know I don't know you or anything, but can I? You can. And I'm sure he's already told me your story, but go ahead. I'm listening. Oh, that's funny, because this is exactly what I was just reading here. Read that. Let me go get I'll be back. I need to run to my car. Because it's work. I already knew it. That's why I didn't want to come over here. This is work. Listen. Everywhere I go, the airport, the gas station, it don't matter. Yesterday, my Uber driver did. He was like, you don't got to get out. Oh, and I'm going to tell y'all what's crazy. This is why you got to be crazy what you say. Because careful. You remember I was like, I might have to get me a white man and tune him up and get him all the way together. Because this black girlfriend trend, I have been thinking about getting me one and polishing him up a little bit. And then that trend came out. Well, I said I might. And then the man yesterday, he said, yep, you don't get out if you don't want to. He said, I was about to try to hit on you till you start talking about all this God and Bible stuff. He said, but I'm going to just tell you, real attractive. How old are you? About 30? He said, late 20s, early 30s, 32, 33. I said, 44. He turned around and looked like he had seen a ghost. He said, what? I said, I'm a whole grandma. 3 times over. My kids is grown, but thank you. This was just yesterday. I said, no. He said, late 20s, early 30s. I said, no. Go up. Closer to 50, sir. Then 30. I guarantee you that. He looked like he rode on a Harley and used to have a big flag behind him. But I said, well, everybody down with this world now. It's okay. Oh, T. All this dang week. Now let's get it popping. So now that we know that Asmodeus, okay, used to be a living, breathing being. Wow. Oh, I'm gonna have to step my game up, but I'm not playing though. What's she talking about, Mr. Hardy? You wanna be? I wanna be your man. Whatever that is. What is it? That's what I heard in my. I thought that was what you said, Mr. Hardy. Hilarious. Moving on. Mari, come get your uncles. Listen here. You said quit playing. Y'all playing. Not nobody want me. I'm not fooling with y'all. They want me until they get me and then realize I'm really like this in real life. And I'm not going to change just because I'm going to be this way. God sends them my way. And the devil do too. Daniel, ain't nobody playing with you. Moving on. Back to our lesson. This is not a circle mingles. That is not what this is. Come on. Come on. Listen here. They try to butter me up like a good bacon sandwich. I already know with the grease on the outside. They done dipped the grease in bacon grease and everything. Got the little mayonnaise coming off the side and stuff. I see them. They just be talking. That's it. Moving on. All right. Listen to me. All right, let's go back. That same day in the city of Ecbatana in Media, it happened that Sarah, the daughter of the man named Raguel, was insulted by one of her father's servant women. And Sarah had been married 7 times, but the evil demon Asmodeus unalived each husband before the marriage could be consummated. The servant woman said to Sarah, "You husband unaliver, look at you. You already had 7 husbands, but not one of them lived long enough to give you a son. Why should you take it out on us? Why don't you go and join your dead husbands? I hope we never see a child of yours." Sarah was so depressed that she burst into tears and went upstairs, determined to hang herself. When she thought it over, she said to herself, "No, I won't do it. People would insult my father and say, you only had one child, a daughter, whom you loved dearly." But she unalived herself because she felt so miserable. People are cruel. This is still happening today. The demons will be tormenting a person so bad. And people can be so mean. So they're being tormented by evil spirits and they're being tormented by humans. And they just say, forget it. I'm over this. Words carry weight. Come on, Amber. They've been trolls since way back when, yes. And the spirits behind them were using them to taunt the person to make them end their life. Nothing is different right now. Babies 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 years old, tired of being bullied. And that spirit is telling them, see, they're right. You're horrible. You're this. You should just go ahead and life and death lie in the power of the tongue. Speak life into people. Now you understand why I don't want to, I don't like to thrash people, but I will. Because I understand when you give out thrashings, you got to get them too. You hear me? When you thrash people with your words, you're going to be thrashed back with more. So why not speak words of comfort? I mean, now, if God sends you to correct a person or something, that's something different. You got to do what you got to do if that's what he called you to do. But other than that, I'm not trying to tell nobody you ain't never gonna make it. You ain't gonna be nothing. Laughing at they. No, you can change it if you want to. But a lot of people don't want to be around me because they like being sick. They like being mean. They like being how they are. They say they don't, but they do. Because when you try to help them change it, they don't. They don't want to do that. Oh, it's how I always been. Okay, well, I'm not gonna be around you, so I guess you don't like being around me. They saying you point your finger at one person, you got three pointed right back at you. Come on now. Watch your words. Watch your words. You hear me? And that's why I be trying to ask people, please leave my class. Please stop. Please, please, please. Now I'm about to, I'm forced to thrash you. And you get on up out of here. That's why we don't do the normal source. So look, that's why we do not do the regular social media over here. Don't at nobody. We don't attack people. We don't all jump on them and go crazy. No. You hear me? You hear me? It's a real thing, y'all. It is. And that's why we don't do, that's why people feel safe over here. You think people will come on here and telling all their business to the World Wide Web? This crap is recorded. Anybody can go back and watch. And they face show their face. But they won't even tell the person they lay in a bed with. They won't tell their mama, their daddy, their cousin, their best friend. But they'll get on this World Wide Web over here at WOIU class and tell they all their business. Because it's a safe place. Remember when I told you people be mad, especially a lot of leaders, because remember people would tell me I was trying to undercut the leadership? No, they don't feel comfortable coming and talk to y'all. This could be in my job. It could be in a church. In any situation. Management or the head people always got an attitude with me. Why? Because I'm doing your job. Well, God sent me over here. Got nothing to do with me. Do your job then. When Benny Hinn came out and said what he said the other day, it solidified everything that I've been telling y'all. They acting. We ain't acting, so it don't look like church. It don't look like what you normally saw. It's first of all, this ain't church, it's class. But second of all, we over here trying to really get right with God. Remember I told y'all, I kept saying they have a form of godliness, but they deny the power of God. But they look like church and they talk like church and they act like church, but they don't live like church. They don't live like Christ. They don't live like the creator of everything. Oh, you need to have your hair covered. You need to mind your business. Oh, you trying to tell somebody something in your stomach is that I'm going through menopause and I'm in my house. If you don't want to watch it, don't come over here. I guarantee you the people that's been here for 2 years, they'll rather see me in this crop top, not sweaty, than listen to that pastor that's up there saying absolutely nothing that ain't helping their life. I guarantee you that because we see miracles over here all the time. People are changing the way that they treat everybody around them. They are listening. They are reading. They are researching. And now their eyes is open. Do you think we care? See, the Bible said don't look on the outside appearance. You better check what that spirit is saying, what the heart is saying of the person that's talking to you. Well, these people in these costumes been able to fool y'all because they knew how to act like a church person. We ain't acting over here. This real life. You want relationship, you come over here. You want religion, go on back to where you was at, babe. WOIU stands for We Outside International University. We got 70-year-old women, 80-year-old men over here that say, I've learned more here in 2 years than I have my whole life from being in the church. You think I care? And they want more of Jesus. Before, if they was just doing it because that's what you're supposed to do, go to church on Sunday. But their hearts was not with God, just their bodies. Just their bodies. God said, you do all this stuff, but your heart is far from me. Y'all heart ain't far from God now. Y'all want to know how I know? Because you cry all the time. You said over 60 here. Come on. You're too emotional. When you too emotional, because y'all was hard-hearted before, callous. You was callous before, baby. Now that heart's soft. God didn't massage it and got all the rocks out of it. Now you can't rob by a homeless person and not help. Now you can't see that a person in need and don't do nothing. You can't be okay with that. Because God is softening your heart. The closer you get to God, the softer your heart is going to be, because he needs you to feel so that you can help. My mind is telling me no, but my spirit is telling me yes. That part. That part. Listen. I told y'all when y'all first came over here, I said, I'm not trying to lead nobody or nothing. I just want you to understand. Okay? I want you to understand. I want you to know so you can help the people around you. Do you feel like the information, however long you've been here, do you feel like the information you learned here is not just a blessing to you, but it's a blessing to other people? I hear you, D. I hear you. Do y'all hear me? So when you open up and you allow God to speak to you, it changes the people's lives around you. Ain't that what happened to Paul Neal? They allowed God in. And when they allowed God in, they drew other people to what it was that God was doing in their life. Hey. Do you understand? When you learn, you can grow other people. Now you all have something that other people can eat off of. Now you all have information that can help somebody else's baby not be medicated until they're 18. Now you all have information to go tell your friend who a hoe. Let me show you this over here in the Testament of Dan or whatever, because you need to read this, girl. Because this is what you just did to old boy, and this is how it's going to turn out for you. No, God changed your life. God changed your life. CERCA did not change your life. God changed your life. CERCA don't have, I can't change lives. I absolutely didn't. God changed your life, but you had to be open to listen. Do you understand? You had to be open to listen. You had to be open to try. You had to be open to learn. You had to be open to undo what you thought was right and see something else. Willing vessels. Come on. But now your husband is looking at things differently. Your wife, your children, your grandchildren, your friends, your aunties and uncles, they're asking God questions. You don't think God gonna bless you for getting people to talk to him again? You don't think God is gonna bless you for sowing seeds into people that make them want to come and be around him now? You hear me? You are making people want to know God. Where people were saying, I don't know if he real or not. I don't believe in that. I don't care about it. You ain't got to be at church. Y'all having Bible studies at your house and don't even realize it. Because every time that you go pick up your OTP and teach somebody something, ooh, you just had a Bible study. And he going to start to smile with your homegirl, with you just telling her a little bit of information. Now she want to know. And she don't want to come and read your book. She want her own. So what's going to happen? She going to start talking about what she read. And then somebody going to want to know where she got it from. And then her homeboy going to listen. This is how it works. Spreading the gospel. If we keep turning people away from God, how they going to spread it? If we keep telling people, oh, you can't do this unless we ordain you. And we already know they're not ordaining a lot of people because they want to keep the finances and the clout for themselves. I'm out here trying to make disciples, baby. That's what I'm trying to do. Ain't no titles over here except for Dean. And that's only because y'all just was going to have to give me one because y'all, I was like, I'm not nothing. I'm circling. Well, we'll call you Dean. Fine. I'll take it. So every time you done went and told somebody about Enoch, about Jasher, you didn't even know maybe that you were being a disciple of Christ and sowing seeds. And so then even if they don't go get the books, they go looking up the book of Enoch or they go looking up the book of Ezra or whatever it is. You hear me? You furthered the gospel of Christ. If you made them go look, not made them, but you made them want to go, and they coming back and they asking questions, you did something there. And even if they don't talk to you about it, they still could be researching it, and they gotta talk to God to ask questions. You hear me? It's simple. You ain't gotta browbeat everybody over the head. Just sow a seed and walk off. Let God send a TV show, or right. All of that. It's a process. But as you change, I told you, the people around you, they'll start to change, because you can't stay the same being around somebody who's not accepting of, and not saying like, oh, I'm not gonna be around you, but you just see them changing. You see them not being so grouchy or whatever else it is, or you see God answering their prayers. It's difficult to stay around that and not do something different. And so they either gonna get away or they gonna get online. Fake people can't stay around you if you change it. It'll irritate the hell out of them. It literally will make them sick. When your triggers that they used to be able to push don't work, it'll make them sick because they can't understand. Because they need that reaction to give them their release. And when you don't give it to them, then they gotta hold that in and be sick. Now, back to this. Here we go. All right. So I need y'all to skip down to verse 16. Y'all see verse 16? Y'all see it? Where it says, as Tobit and Sarah were praying in two different spaces. So Sarah was in one place and Tobit was in another place. But they both praying about the things that they going through. Sarah's in one place and Tobit is in another place. Sarah's mad because none of her relationships didn't work out, and Tobit is going through it because of his calling on his life. Y'all ready? We in Tobit, in the Good News Translation, chapter 3, verse 16. All right. It says, as Tobit and Sarah were praying, God in heaven heard their prayers and sent his angel, Raphael, to help them. He was sent to remove the white film from Tobit's eyes so that he could see again, and to arrange a marriage between Sarah and Tobit's son Tobias, who is her cousin and had the right to marry her. Raphael was also ordered to expel the demon Asmodeus from Sarah. Y'all heard that? As soon as both of them prayed, the daddy, who was blind, and the young girl who the evil spirit kept killing her husbands. It was already a real husband she was gonna get. God sent an angel to put this two together. He also sent an angel to heal Tobit's eyes. Still don't believe it be angels walking around with us? It ain't no just chance meetings. That's not a random person. That wasn't just a random person in the Uber. It wasn't just a random person at Walmart that said that to you. God be sending angels that look just like humans that we don't know about. We see this all the time in the Word. And now here it is. A woman is sad because she just want to have babies. She wants to be loved. She wants somebody that's going to love her. And an evil spirit keeps killing her husbands. Here's another man who had a business or whatever it was, and he lost his eyesight. But through both of these tragedies, God is getting ready to do a blessing. The end ain't always the end. It's the end of that, not the end of everything. And sometimes you need divine intervention, which is what Raphael was doing. He represented divine intervention. He represented um God intervening in their situation. Both of them prayed. They was praying for something else, but didn't know that their lives was getting ready to interact that quickly, just like us with this. I got blocked from another social media I used to have. That's how I got over here. And had that social media forever, had never got blocked or nothing, and then just so happened to get blocked. And I don't even know how I stumbled on TikTok. Had I never got blocked from that other social media, I wouldn't have been here. Y'all had said something about, I don't know if y'all were searching for spirituality or what. Now, what's crazy is I got called crazy on my other social media. Family members wouldn't share, wouldn't like it, wouldn't nothing. Came over here with the same information and went viral. I was fighting to give information to people where now I don't have to fight. Y'all be looking for it. But this would never feel so good if I didn't never have to go through that. Do you hear me? If I didn't never have to hear a pastor say, oh, she in a reprobate mind and she not teaching a word and all of this, and I can back up every single thing that I was saying, but you can't, sir. You can't, ma'am. You're telling them what you think. I can show them where it is. You telling them information is lost, and I'm telling them they lying. Here it is right here. Sometimes you got to go through the ugly so that the good will actually taste good. A steak don't look good when it's raw. But baby, let it get some onions and stuff on the little char on it, baby. You be like, ooh, shoot, look at that. Ribs don't look good raw. But baby, put some heat on them, some fire. You hear me? A little seasoning. Honey, listen, have everybody with the mouth watering. So your trials and tribulations might be a little raw. God ain't put no heat to it yet. He ain't sprinkled no salt on you so that when people they bite into whatever it is that you have for them, it soothes them and it comforts them and it fills them. Do you understand? It's a real thing. You gotta be seasoned to be the salt of the world. And seasoned in spiritual things so that you can help, seeing as how the world that we live in was created from the spiritual first. It amazes me. Come on, and is Mari. Now think about this. You can take meat off the grill too early and it's not done. It can make you sick eating raw meat. If it's overcooked, if it stays in too long, you might not be able to chew it or the taste might be horrible. So you got to pull it out when it's just right. God knows that time. Sometimes we try to go ahead of God because he's already told us who we are to him and we want other people to see it, but it ain't time because you ain't been seasoned yet. Season is going through trials and tribulations so that when you talk, people actually can feel, not just hear, can feel what you are saying, because the spirit is an energy. So when I'm speaking and the hair on your body stand up, that's a give and take of energy. I gave something, you felt it. Do you understand? This is a real thing. It is a give and take. Just because you can't see it don't mean it ain't real. Because why would something I say make all the hair on y'all body stand up? And most of us ain't in the same place, and y'all start saying it. Oh, I got chills, I got chills, I got chills, I got chills. So how is this physically something that I'm saying over here making the hair on your body stand up in another country, in another city, wherever you at? I could see if we was in a church and you could feel the rumbling of the speakers, but that's not the case. Y'all online and your hair stood up. So energy definitely is real. And the Holy Ghost is real, and it will touch you and let you know, hey, pay attention. Don't you know when the evil spirit is in the room? Don't the hair stand up when the evil spirit in the room? You can hear me say something, and it'll bring tears to your eyes, cause energy is real. We oceans apart, and Chili be going crazy. Chills be going crazy. Come on now, you all the way in UK. Cindy all the way in the UK be talking about I got chills. So she ain't even in America. We across the pond. What you mean? It's a real thing, family. I want y'all to understand that we deal with spiritual beings more than we even think. And that's why we're reading this, because as we are watching these shows that we watching, I want y'all to see that the stuff that's in our books and in the Bible is being played out on TV. You just getting to see the story. You heard me though? Everybody probably thought I was crazy when I was talking to the kids in the beginning of this, and now you like, oh my God. I bet you if you go back and watch some of them ones where them kids was talking, they're going to be describing some of the things that you're seeing in this show. The spirits that come and try to attach themselves from birth and whatever else. We talked about genetics and how that's a big thing. That's why we study the genomes and where all of these genetic disorders come from. Remember, that's all in there in the show. Every single thing we talked about. How spirits attach themselves to certain leaders, and the leader be listening to what the demon is saying and doing, but they live and they pretend. In the show Evil. But it's in there too. It's in Grimm. It's in Grimm. It's in Supernatural, and it's in Evil. Be forever grateful to God, not me. God. He wanted you to know, y'all. All I am is the radio. You got to turn the radio on to hear what he got to say. I'm the radio. The person speaking behind the mic is the person that is giving. I'm just the radio. He sent me a signal and I transmit it. That's it. That's all. That's it. I'm just the transmitter. You said it's crazy that we got thousands of credit hours for free 99. You welcome. That's crazy too, because my cousin said, the lady asked her, she said she does these classes online for free. My cousin said $3. Yeah. $0.00. She don't charge you nothing to come and listen. That made me happy. It did. It made me excited. Because people can come here and learn for free, and your life can change. It don't cost you nothing but time being over here. But hopefully the time that you spend, you always grow. I appreciate y'all too, because y'all got to be willing to listen. And that's the crazy thing, because I done talk to pastors and stuff, and I know y'all pastors be sad because a lot of y'all know more than them now. And y'all can answer more questions than them, and they be mad about it, trying to sit y'all down and put y'all out because the Bible says that they refuse to learn. But y'all don't. He says study and show yourself approved, and that's exactly what y'all been doing for however long you've been over here, for sure. And studying ain't just being in front of a book. Now you can't even watch TV without taking notes. You can't drive down the street without taking pictures and looking up stuff and going to Google. You can't go in a store without seeing a symbol and looking it up. You studying all the time. You become a student of life. You hear me? You a student of life now. You going to hospital. You looking up names that you see. You looking up medicines. You looking up everything. You can't go or do nothing without trying to pull out a Google or a Siri and ask a question. Can't eat without side eyes. I'm trying to tell you. Do you see her shirt? Do you know what it got on it? Do you know what that symbol means on the back of that card? Do you know what that symbol means? Do you know? People be like, no, I just want to eat. No, I just want to shop. No, I just want to watch the movie. Why do you have to see everything? Because I can't unsee it. Can't unsee it. Now, when you think about the psychiatrist, the psychologist, the in vitro doctors, the priests and pastors, and all of this stuff, you like, oh my God. And the Bible said they got eyes, but they don't see. Because if they did, they would understand and turn back to me and get on over here. Yeah. So, I'm about to go. We've been on here 3 hours. Y'all can go and finish reading the rest of Tobit and looking and seeing how that applies to your life, to people's lives that you know, to what we watching on TV. That's the thing. I just want y'all to know and be okay. That's my thing. It's like, because once you understand, you can fight spiritual battles. And it ain't about doing all that hoopling and hollering. It's about just understanding what's around you. People I used to know can't believe I read the Word of God now. Are you serious? They said, wait a minute, you read the Bible. Actually, I read the lost books and the Bible and everything else I can get my hands on. All of them, Tierra. You can read all of Tobit. Start at the beginning. Don't skip. I just went in there to give y'all the juicy part, so hopefully you'll go back and read all of it. I thank you for strengthening my faith in God, my whole heart. Oh, come on. You wholeheartedly trust in God again, and that's what it's about. Oh, thank you. Oh, thank you. That's what it's about. It don't have nothing to do. I want to know that y'all, you understand our dad. I want y'all to understand that God loves you. And it's the church we trying to tell you that God gave up on you. No, they gave up on you. Oh, thank you, Mari. Because this is the thing. The more of us get free, we pushing the enemy back. He don't just get to run rampant in our lives no more, in the lives of our children. Now you know how to fight, or at least you're learning what, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's a lot of different changes happening. And I'm grateful that with everything that's going on in the world, that y'all learning how to fight the enemy, the powers of darkness and all of that. It's a real thing. And they've been able to hide under medicine and this and that for so long. My mental health is so much better. That makes me excited. Yeah. Because you got to think about it. The first war you always fight is in your mind. So if the devil can keep you fighting in your mind, you'll never be able to fight physically. If he can keep you fighting in your spirit, like over crazy, where are my classes found? They're on YouTube. CERCA TROVA 22 under the live tab. You said, what, Mari? You know you have taught well when your students have and regurgitate and explain what have been taught, and you see their lives change. And I'm trying to tell you, and y'all, it tickles me about the spouses and the aunties and the mamas that be trying to steal y'all books and don't want y'all writing notes in y'all own books, so they have to go get their own. So dang nosy. Listen, but what you write? Well, what she talk about today? What y'all learn in school today? Doctors asking their patients, what you learn? Well, what's that lady over there? What's her name again? Yeah, CERCA. What's she talking about over there? My cousin came from SC to visit, and she asked about all my books when she stayed the night. Come on. Putting people on. Hilarious. Cracks me up every time I hear it. It just happened yesterday with my cousin. She was at the insurance place, and the lady said, is she a teacher? She must be a teacher. And she does this for free? Yes. My niece want to borrow my books. I told her she has to buy her own. And do, Miss Duncan. Ain't no borrow. See? Hi. Hey. I told y'all people, you do what? Girl, no, you can't use my books. And can't. Sorry. Your channel gave me proof and truth to what God was revealing to me. Come on. I told y'all didn't think y'all at first. Y'all be like, boy, you look at. I don't even lend my books, honey. I'm sorry. You know where you can go read them for free at, though? I can show you all the places you can read this for free. But, yeah, no. Because then they be like, oh, I'm going to bring them over there. I'm gonna bring them over there. I forgot I was right by your house, and you ain't. And then you show up. I don't know. I done left them at work, and they be in their drawer. Just recently had an experience of dropping off a young lady at the and when I dropped her off, I stayed around the clinic to keep praying to disrupt the powers of darkness. Come on, boom, and do Maury. He was dropping a lady off for an abortion because Maury does what's her name. So he said he stayed around there to pray against the powers of darkness while this girl was having an abortion. That's what I'm talking about. You said what? You said what? You said what? Come on, Maury. Come on. That's what I'm talking about. We have power too. Instead of immediately with, come on. Come on. You said what? Time to hit it out the park. Bow. And y'all see that nun always had her something close. Come on. Come on. Come on. And who don't want to learn? But I can help just not me, even strangers. They don't even know they need the help. Because the devil got them so bogged down. And you don't want to learn to help nobody? You want to learn to say you're more saved than somebody? We ain't the same. I do not do this to be smarter than nobody. I want everybody to know what God is teaching me. That way we can help more people. Don't want to be the only one. It's too much. But now my babies is in here busting heads, praying for people at work and praying for people at wherever. Strangers, helping folks, giving away this and paying for people groceries. I do not care about all of that extra stuff. I don't never gotta be ordained by the church. Well, I already went through my ordination in 2014, but with that, I don't have to be. It wasn't a whole bunch of people. There was only 2 people, and I didn't even realize that it was an ordination when it was happening. And then my ministry blew up and changed. And I'm not just talking about here. I'm talking about I started having large Bible studies. I didn't even realize what had happened. It was just like with David when he got caught and they poured the oil over his head. Same exact thing. Didn't even understand why it was happening. And then God did what he did. And I was like, oh my God. People started saying, are you a prophet? And I was like, no. Absolutely not. I'm just a person that loves God. They're like, no. When I say I ran from that, no. For years, I ran from it. I want to be a choir director, honey. I'm not trying to be no pastor, no none of that. No. I believe my even though I sound like a frog, I'm supposed to be not in the choir, but directing it for sure, picking the songs at least. My ministry about to be in music. God said, no. Think I just had you sitting reading all these books since you were 3 for nothing? Oh no, I need my investment up out of there. Come on with that. You thought you was just reading random books for random reasons. Actually, I had a plan. Actually, I'm okay with it now. But I didn't used to be. I didn't want to be a prophet because I understood what prophets had to go through. People was always trying to kill them. Who wants to do that? People was always trying to cut their heads off and lock them up and discredit them. I did not want that. But that's what I was living anyway. But I still didn't want it. That's why when people be trying to call themselves prophets and prophetess, I'm like, I'm just a person that love God. No, we see the drip, drip, drip. You know what? I'm just saying. You want people to try to unalive you for what you say? You want people to try to lock you in closets and keep you captive? Why? Because if that ain't happening to you and people don't talk to me about, oh, I'm the prophet. Well, what you done went through, tell me. Who tried to kill you? Who tried to stop your words? What they do to you? Oh, no, okay, never mind. Because true prophets go through. True prophets, people try to bribe them to not say certain things. True prophets ain't even accepted in their own family, in their own home, in their own way. As to why God took me out into this world at 11 years old, honey. I said, let me stay in the alive lane. Exactly. They try to shut your mouth, tell you to be quiet. Why would you want you claiming that? No, I mean, hands that been around my damn neck trying to kill me so I won't say nothing. Started with my mama, and we just gonna go from there. You crazy. You ain't evidently read about the real prophets and what happened to them. The real ones was fighting for their life all the time. That's why God would have us take them up in the air and drop them somewhere else because the mobs was coming. God putting them in front of kings and queens that's known for being brutal, and you want that? Oh, okay. Be careful what you claiming you are, because it come with something. And y'all see, the true prophets used to be like, nah, I'm cool, I'm gonna go this way. God said, get back here, go. Come on, come on. I'm not running trying to tell nobody nothing. Most times he got to nudge us to go, because we know the person's going to be mad at us, thinking it's our words. They're not my words. They are not my words. I don't care what you do in your bedroom. I don't care what you do with your money. I don't care. That don't concern me. But God makes it my business when I got to come tell you. And how would I know? Because you ain't said nothing. And I can tell on your face that I hit it right on the note with what I was saying, because your facial expressions. Babe, I've been doing this too long. It hit right where it need to be. For real. You trying to run and claim a thing, you better be trying to see what it's going to cost you. Because I had to be away from my older 2 kids for years because of the call. I had to go drop my other kids off at my auntie because of my call. I had to go through not being around none of my family for years and years and years because of my call. I had to go be homeless, go be in shelters, go sit in drug houses that I didn't even want to be in to talk to the people that was in there. I don't even do the substance. But I got to be in here around all these people to say, if you hit that thing one more time, you going to die. And if you don't do this, you won't never see your kids again. And you want to be in these situations? Calling people witches and warlocks to their face, telling them, you know, they doing witchcraft with blood and stuff like that. And then folks, that's what you want to do. Oh, okay. That part. This what you want to do. You want to lay hands on people and then have demons try to take your life right after that? That's what you want to do? You want to be tormented by their spirits? Oh, that's what you want? Oh, okay. Yeah, it's a huge responsibility. And the fact, if you take any other bribes or if you do anything else, you could die a very tragic death. Oh, okay. Don't forget the prophet that didn't listen to God, and God let the lions eat him up because he listened to the man and not God. Y'all remember that dude? He had just done all these miracles for God, and he started listening to people more than he did God, and God let the animals eat him. It's a very fine line for a prophet. A very thin, fine line that we have to walk. Because if we offend folks, something crazy can happen to us. But if we don't tell you, even though you might try to hurt us, we got to deal with him. No, go away. Go away. And like he said, because I didn't call you to be the watchman, if you don't tell them, I'm going to require their blood at your hands. So if they die in their sin, I'm going to make it like you did it to them. Hold up. While all the while trying to deal with our own personal issues. Still fighting my own battles. While taking on the weight. And if you say the wrong thing and this person dying, they sin, y'all know, sometimes I'll be like, God, please help me. And you want to run around talking about you a prophet. Okay. I ran from my calling. I don't care what nobody say. I ran for years because I know what prophets have to deal with. That's too much for me. You hear me? Then people want to call you a witch or a warlock because you got abilities that they don't understand. No. It's a thin line between obedience and disobedience. It sure is, and it could cost you your soul and your life. And sometimes I'll be mad because I be having to suffer for stuff that I ain't even did. And a lot of times prophets had to deal with stuff that other people had to deal with that they didn't even have no part in because they had to tell the people with fervence, with heat, with fire. So they would have to eat dung or get ready to be made to eat dung, cook their food over stinky stuff, and be in situations living in holes, and they ain't even did nothing. Not saying they perfect, but God made them go live like the people so that the people, when they talk to the people could hear it. Certain situations I shouldn't have even been in. It don't got nothing to do with me, but you need a lesson you got to learn, and you want to talk crazy to me, I don't care. I don't care. I'm trying to tell you I don't. You can sit there and act like it's not real, but it is. It don't, just because you can't see it. Hell. Not trying to be funny, but it's a lot of sickness you can't see either. It don't mean it ain't posting through a person's veins. It's a lot of sores you can't see. That don't mean that the sickness ain't there. What does that mean? And if you love your family and if you love your peoples, you will always try to warn them about something that's going to hurt them. That's what prophets have to do. But you still get the backlash. Crazy. So, I love y'all. I'm about to go find me some food. That part, and want to be out in the streets and can't, because you said apart. I be wanting to be out in the streets so bad, Maury. The streets. I think I hear the streets calling. And he said, yeah, right on back in that tower I put you in. Have a seat. I be wanting to be outside so bad. Ooh, I got too many heels, baby, and jeans about to be outside. He said, have a seat. Put them on and walk around in them in the house. This why he said my shoes will never wear out. See, when I was like, God, you said my shoes will never wear out. My clothes will never wear out. I never thought, because I wasn't never going to be able to wear them out. That never crossed my mind. I thought it was just always going to be some new stuff. No. The reason they'll never wear out is because you won't be going nowhere. You're going to be sitting down. Sat down. You never going to wear them out. That's why they never going to wear out. Oh, that was not the curveball I was looking for. I thought it was just always going to be, He said, no. They're never going to run out because you're never going to wear them out. Petty. That was the curveball I wasn't. You said I done spit out my coffee. I'm trying to tell you. I got shoes that I never wear outside, and I done had them over 10 years, honey. Never got a chance to wear them. That's the part that gave me the title, What If the Queen Calls, when I told it happened. They'd be so mad. I started to say, listen, look back to that Rapunzel stuff. I'm trying. He got me good. He sure did, Chosen. He sure did. He said, your shoes ain't never going to wear out. He started buying me all these beautiful shoes. Ooh, God, thank you. Ooh, this is nice. Ooh. And I can show y'all pairs of Steve Madden's, the beautiful shoes. The bottoms ain't even been touched outside on the concrete. Listen, walk that young hallway in your house. That's about the only place I'm going to be able to wear them. To the gas station and back, or to the grocery store, and that's it. That's why my shoes ain't never going to wear out, because I don't never get to wear them out. Y'all seen the nun in Evil. Y'all seen the nun in Evil. Y'all seen it. She didn't really get to go out that much. She was always up there in that damn tower, wasn't she? But she could see stuff that other people that was outside all the time couldn't, right? Or no? You hear me? She didn't go out much. She stayed in that space. But everything that wasn't so, she could see that other people couldn't. Ain't that crazy? So sometimes being locked up and locked away is not a bad thing. Because you get to see what other people are too busy or just don't believe. Yeah. So I love y'all. I'm really about to go now. I love y'all. I'll talk to y'all later. Right.